And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Hello everyone, happy Monday. It is March 7th, 2022, and we are back. Welcome back to the Best Camp on Twitch. We are back with Arkham Horror LCG, Edge of the Earth Campaign Episode 6, where we start with Scenario 3, City of the Elder Things. Thank you so much for your patience as we took a little bit of a break last week, but now we are back. We're excited to descend down this mountain that we climbed up, which was a very cool scenario. If you haven't seen that, check that out. It's up on YouTube now. But we climbed up the mountain, and now we're heading the way back down to this City of the Elder Things. I don't know what the city is going to entail. I don't know what kind of map this is going to be, because in all of the previous scenarios, they've had different types of things. Huge maps, on-rails maps, maps that sort of came as we explored, they kind of, showed up, I guess, in the Fatal Mirage. I'm not sure what I'm saying here. But very, very excited to get into this scenario. Before we do, I want to ask Matt how his last couple of weeks were. And we have been talking pre-stream that he's been playing a certain game. So, Matt, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I have been playing a certain game, a little-known game not a lot of people have heard of, called Elden Souls, which, of course, is just Elden Ring. And it is... it's been like really good. I mean, it's weird because the game has become mainstream now. It's like you can't no longer call it a cult classic, because I read an article saying that, I think it was as of yesterday, it had hit the 6th most played game of all time on Steam as far as like total accumulated hours. And that was like barely a week over.
Yeah.
No, it's not even a week. It's Friday a week. Yeah, it's crazy. The game has just been played by so many people, and it's great. It's a lot of fun playing with a number of friends, so we're all kind of talking about things and trying to avoid spoilers, like as far as jumping to the internet, but asking friends like, hey, where'd you see that? You have that one weapon with a lot of strength. Oh, where'd you see that new spell? So it's been awesome. It's a really good game. Again, not for everybody. It is hard. It is not as bad as previous Souls games. They made it a little bit more accommodating. It does feel like you can, if you'd like, grind some levels out to be able to bypass some things in a way you couldn't before. But all in all, still a difficult game.
That's actually quite interesting to hear that they've sort of made maybe considered quality of life sort of additions or upgrades. I'm sure there's a whole sect of very hardcore gamers that think that's anti Souls game like.
It's possible. I mean, one of the big things they did that honestly I think it does make it a little easier, sort of, but far less cumbersome, is that instead of having these long runs from whatever bonfire back to a boss, they added these things called Stakes of Marika, depending upon how you like to pronounce it. And they're always near a boss door. So instead of having to do some long, obnoxious run past a bunch of trash, you can just hop directly to a boss. So again, the boss is still hard, but you don't have as much downtime. You don't have the frustration of dealing with things. And so type of thing like a hardcore player might be. I feel like even hardcore players, like myself who played through all of them, I'm like, this is just a nice quality of life improvement.
Right,
so
right.
All in all, I think it's pretty good stuff the way they've done it. But I've died a lot. So, it happens a lot.
No, totally. I was telling Matt back in the day. I played the original Dark Souls game, and I enjoyed the game, but I found it extremely frustrating because I am not a player that's very good at video games like that. I never really have been. I've been more of a casual player my whole life, and so to play a game, after you've worked, whatever overtime, you come home to relax. And then I'm beating my head against the wall trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. It wasn't exactly a good time for me to be playing that kind of game. And so I got very frustrated. But that being said, I know Chris loves the game. Our friend Angelo really loves this game. And so he's been like basically to the run up of the release of this game, he was basically like texting me and Chris. He's like 5 days, 4 days, like 3. Like he was getting really pumped up, and then he was like basically showing us pictures of like all the different like classes. He's like, which one should I choose, guys? Once I get the game, we were like, dude, you're getting too crazy. And he decided to go Confessor is what he decided on, because I don't know, the Confessor the model looked pretty rad. I don't know what it does, but he was between Confessor and Astrologer. But I do enjoy watching people play this game because I think it's pretty, like I think it's like well done. And to see people like solve the insanity, I find it looks rewarding as a player if you can do it. So I totally get it. It just isn't for me. But I mean, that's the whole market for the game, right? It's like they did a different type of game for a different kind of audience, and they happened to like scratch an itch that seemingly a bunch of people had.
Yeah. I think it really does. I mean, I think the itch that it scratches is some people think, people who are just like masochists, they want to beat their head against the wall. But what he's always said that's really stood out to me is that he only wants the challenge to be there so that the thrill of the victory is as sweet as it is. And honestly, I mean, if you watch people play these games, that once you know the encounters, know the fights, they are fair. There's very little like randomness that you get hit by. But it takes a while to develop the muscle memory to learn the pattern. So in that regard, if you're willing to put in the time, you will learn their patterns, and you will very rarely get popped by cheesy things.
Yes.
So, but it's a lot of time to get there. It's a big commitment. And like you said, it can be frustrating for some people, understandably.
Yeah, I mean, the reason, I know, guys, it's like we're playing Arkham Horror LCG here, and I know we spent the first few minutes like talking about Elden Ring, but there is a part of that difficulty, which is, when a lot of people ask me when we play this game why we play it on hard and not play it on standard. Part of that for me is kind of the same thing, where it's just like I want the challenge, and I know that I'm going to get beat most of the time, but when we do survive and we do well, like I really enjoy how good that feels to do that. And in the very few times in which we were able to replay scenarios or campaigns like the Forgotten Age, like we played a couple scenarios and we have to start over. It's like now having that information completely changed the next two scenarios that we replayed again. And sort of defeating those scenarios again with the knowledge and building the deck around was like that much sweeter for me, because I'm like, we really did learn something there. Like I learned from my mistake and I crushed it. And that felt really, really good. And so like I feel like there's a little taste of that in Arkham for me, that I think a lot of people are playing Souls games for, like the very core sort of concept of that. So that's why I'm very interested in how people are sort of receiving Elden Ring these days, because I know that especially the hardcore gamers, they're hard to please, and it's just like they want something because it's beloved, right? So they don't want it to change, but then they want all this new stuff too, and you never know. And it's like, keep going with the sort of Arkham thing for me. It's like every time a new expansion comes out, I'm like, what's it gonna be? And so far, every single thing that's come out has been more amazing.
Yeah. No, agreed, man. I absolutely feel the same way. I think Arkham is a good comparison. I mean, obviously, the genius of Arkham is the way that they found to do the difficulties, which is a little harder to do in something like Elden Ring. I mean, they could tweak numbers, but like what's amazing about Arkham is that, like you said, we play on hard because we're not always going to win, but that thrill of achievement when you pull it off, especially that few extra like VP on the board, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it does feel amazing. And so, I mean, the trade-off between standard and hard is we have to dial in our decks much faster than in standard, and we have to build them a specific way. But that is part of the challenge, right? It's like we got to trim the fat here. It's like we got to find out like what we're good at, and we need to like exploit that, right? Kind of thing. So I think with that, we should probably just jump into the gameplay. What do you think, Matt? Jump in? All right, let's do it. So let me go to the gameplay screen here. Let me put some ambient audio from tabletopaudio.com on in the background, and people can let me know if that's too low or too loud. And also, you know, as I have been doing for the last like 3 weeks, I keep tweaking my audio settings here. So if you think Matt and I need to be, our volumes need to be raised or lowered, you want the background music higher or lower, just let us know. And what up, Ange in chat? Yeah, Angelo, I was just talking. I spent like 5 minutes talking about you because we were just talking about Elden Ring, dude. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. I assumed because I stopped getting text messages from you that all your time is now in the game.
I feel that.
Awesome. All right. Before we get into the new story, the new scenario, let's talk about our upgrades. Matt, you want to go first?
Yeah. So I spent 5 of my XP, I believe, out of 7, if I remember right, banking a couple. And so I went for this upgraded safeguard because the idea here, if you caught the end of the last mission, was just talking about with how much Lyle is moving and how much like free movement he gets and all that. This card right here that's going to allow me to move as many times with him as he moves could be incredibly action efficient. So that's going to be fantastic. And a lot of the time I need to be in the same place as him or like a place or two away. So that works out. So my idea with this one is exactly that, piggyback off of his free movement. The other choice I went with is something that I'm not exactly sure about. We're going to see how this ends up going. It will give me some extra movement towards an enemy, and it will give me potentially clue pickup. I really am unsure how well this card is going to perform. I'm excited to try it. I hope that it ends up being... I'm afraid it's going to be one of those cards that's like, man, if you have this in the right situation, it's sweet, but most of the time it's dead in your hand. It does have a couple book icons I can pitch to you should you need them in case like we're in a scenario or a situation where it's no use to me, but yeah, on the trail, interesting new card. This is the higher XP version. I believe there's a 1 XP version that I think that moves you 1 space.
Yeah, I think you're right. There are 2 different versions of this. This is I'm glad that you put this in your deck because I feel like this is a card that we've been looking at for a couple campaigns now. I think I almost took it when I was playing board games. I almost put it in my Amanda Sharp deck for some reason. I was like thinking about it, and then I think in the last one that we played, Forgotten Age, one of us was considering this or something like that. But I've never actually seen it in play because nobody ever picks it.
Well, I mean, it just came out in this block, so if we saw it in Forgotten Age, it was because it was like they had just released the cards for.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because I was able to put Cyclopean Hammer in when I was playing Mark Harrigan. Yeah. Oh, so that's why I was thinking about On the Trail as well. Because he's a Guardian. Okay, got it.
Angelo, I've been playing a lot. I went for an astrologer and I've played, I think I'm level 72? So I played a little bit of Elder.
just a little bit, everybody, just a little bit. And what up, Ceramic Shot in chat as well. Says, well, glad to have you guys, glad to catch you guys live, have fun. Awesome, thanks for watching. All right, so those are Matt's upgrades. I'm gonna... Speaking of Matt saying that he wants to stick with me because I'm getting all these actions for moving, I'm upgrading both my Eon charts from the level 1 version to the level 4 version. The big difference here, everybody, is that when I exhaust it and use a secret, I can choose 2 of the following actions instead of just 1 in any order. So move, evade, or investigate. So I can say, oh, I'm going to move and investigate, or I'm going to investigate and move, or I'm going to attempt and evade and move. So that's that. There is something that we do have to talk about really quick, and we should have talked about it when I had my Eon chart the first time. Or wait, maybe not. But I think there was a conversation between me, you, and Slimpy on Discord one day about when you activate this, you will get hit with an active opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So even if you choose evade first, it's the act of choosing, right?
No. So, again, to my understanding, right?
Okay.
Anytime you do a free action, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. So that part of activating Anne's chart does not provoke an attack of opportunity. What provokes an attack of opportunity is if move, evade, or investigate do. And evade does not. Evade does not inherently provoke an attack of opportunity. However, move and investigate do, meaning even if they are generated by a free action.
That's what it was. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So evade will be free, will not provoke an AOO, and the other two will.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly what we were saying, but I was like, there's something that has to be brought up here. But that's it. All right, awesome. So I'm going to throw that back in my deck. I'm going to shuffle that up. And we both have 2 XP that we're banking for next turn. I'm also going to turn Matt's camera off and on really quick because his lip sync was a little bit funny, and I think that's just a Skype thing. But all right, so shall we go to the book up here? Okay.
Do it.
All right. Okay, scenario 3, City of the Elder Things. As you read the scenario introduction, check the campaign log and read any passage that corresponds to your situation. Intro. Even with the knowledge afforded to you by Dyer's report, you find yourself wholly unprepared for the terrible vastness of the blasphemous city at the heart of Antarctica, and its alien inscrutability. Massive towers, temples, bridges, and pyramids dot the broad landscape. In the ineluctable light of dawn, the nameless maze of cyclopean structures and angular blocks extends for miles in every direction, unmistakably real and yet impossible to believe. It is truly a wonder of the world. If Dr. Mala Singha is alive, which she is, remember, stay covered at all times. Where we are headed, the wind can flash freeze your skin almost instantly, and stay hydrated, Dr. Sinha reminds you. The air here is drier than you think. The remainder of the party nods in understanding. None of you have come this far just to catch hypothermia, but it's almost as likely as death by anything else in this damnable place. The investigators suffer no ill effects. Sweet. As you descend the peaks surrounding the city, trespassing furtively over its walls, the slopes give way to gradual, shallower foothills peppered with structures of black primordial stone. Towers or outposts, perhaps, linking the natural outer walls of the city to the outskirts. We should search one of those watchtowers, one of the team members suggests, pointing to the closest structure. You nod in agreement. Dyer's report had reserved a wealth of information carved into the walls of several structures within the city after all. Perhaps you'll stumble upon a map or diagram to aid in your exploration. If the investigators scouted the city outskirts, did we?
No, I don't believe we did. I don't see it up there.
So otherwise, we suffer no ill effects. Okay, so nothing bad anyway. If Professor William Dyer is alive, he is not. All right, as you enter the tower, the cold dwindles, but the sense of unease you felt observing the city from the distance only grows. Without Dyer's wisdom to guide you through this place, you feel completely unprepared. Every drop of water, every shifting pebble, every hushed breath causes your throat to clench and your heart to race. It's not long before you hear whispering in the walls, voices that don't belong to you or anyone in your party. The more you try to deny it, the stronger the voices become, acquire in your mind. A warning? Each investigator adds a possessed weakness to their deck. It does not count towards that investigator's deck size. Oh, geez. What is the possessed weakness?
It's right up here.
Okay. Possessed, everybody. It's madness. Put possessed into play in your threat area. Possessed can be healed as if it were a single point of horror on you. If it is healed, then discard it. When you reveal a frost token during skill tests, you must either take a horror or automatically fail. Limit once per test. This is bad.
Really bad. Do we have a way to heal horror? I guess it's
logical reasonings.
Oh, that's it though.
Yep.
Because we don't have Dyer, and that was his whole deal. This is
going to be really bad. So is it in the deck? Yes, it's in our deck, not.
Yeah. Which means I'm going to actually go add it right now to my deck list because it is a permanent addition unless it says otherwise at the end of the mission.
Okay. You're going to add it in Arkham DB?
Yeah.
While you're in there, add green soapstone. I added the card in TTS for you.
I double checked that because I was like, I don't think I did that. Okay. That'll do it.
All right. The open entrance to the obsidian structure greets you like the maw of a ferocious predator. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, your curiosity gives way to deep, profound dread. The structure's sharp, angular main hall is the site of an absolute massacre. Mangled elder thing corpses litter the floor, piles of leathery gray flesh and sticky, misshapen organs coated in thick dark green fluid. You reel out the awful stench of death. These dead are not ancient. This slaughter must have been recent. What could have done this? One of your party breaks the immense silence. Murals on the wall draw your attention, depicting what you have come to know as the race of elder things, embroiled in battle with some ancient, terrifying foe. No, not one, many. Your party dares not to dwell in the slaughterhouse long. Covering your noses to block the awful stench, you take your leave. What? Okay. And if James Cookie Fredericks is alive, and dynamite is listed under supplies. We don't have dynamite, do we? Alright. Unfortunately, as you attempt to leave the structure, you find the passage blocked by ice and rubble. It takes much longer than you expected to find a way out, and when you finally escape, you've already been exposed to the elements for some time. Add a frost token to the bag. Oh my god. This is so bad. I think we have 6 in there.
6. Yep. That is terrible. I just threw it in.
Oh god. Okay. That's 6 frost tokens, everybody. All right. The trail of sickly green blood leads out and dribbles down a smooth path sculpted as if by an acidic substance out of the mountainside. In the opposite direction, the mountain ridge continues along the perimeter of the city. In the distance, you can just make out the dark and half-buried section of the city. The layout of its structure is completely unfamiliar to you, even after going through Dyer's notes extensively. Finally, in the heart of the city, a great pyramid and many prominent temples lie scattered, rising to the amazing heights despite the weathering of many eons. The expedition team cast votes on which direction they wish to go. Compare the following 3 columns to see which column has the most team members alive. Okay, so Group 1 is Dr. Kensler, Rold, and Dr. Singha. Rold is the one that's dead, so there's 2 people there. Group 2 is Danforth, Takada, and Elia, and Takada's dead, so there's 2 people there. Group 3 is Dyer, Claypool, and Cookie. Claypool and Dyer are dead, so we can't pick Group 3. So we're either picking the Doctor's group or the Danforth sled dog man group.
Reading down, it does them, I think, in order. Let me see if it says if we prioritize one or the other. Middle column. If 2 or more columns are tied for the most, the lead investigator casts the tie-breaking vote and may decide. So you get to pick if you want Group 1, which is going to venture into the heart of the city, where its great structures lie, or travel along the mountain ridge towards the region Dyer and Danforth never explored.
Oof. Man. Okay, hold on. And so if we choose Group 1 or 2, do we have to... Are those the people that are coming with us?
It's not saying that yet. It might get to that, so I'm not going to read ahead. I can't remember. I did actually do this mission. I was wrong with the next one that I didn't do, but I can't remember how it played out. So
let's assume, not knowing if these are the people actually going on the thing with us, I'm going to assume that they are. Let's like look at really quick who we have left. And I think it's okay. So it's this. So it's this team or it's this team. So Danforth, when you get to Tequila-Lee's, you can get more cards, and then this boy you would take to get the evade of 6. Or we're taking the Doctor team, in which we get to heal damage, which doesn't really do much, and then Kensler, which I was just taking for Horror Soak.
I'll throw out there, and again, I don't know if this is relevant, but we've done 2 different story events with Kensler, and she has learned some things. Like the first time we got her, where it said that she is on the verge of understanding, or that was last time, she was sharing her research with us, and then the last one's version of understanding. I don't know if that's relevant here. It's something to think about. Obviously, I feel like the first team is probably better for us in what we do, but I don't know if we go to the second one for that reason. I really don't know.
I'm also afraid, like, because we've been following Kensler's story, I want to keep her alive, kind of.
Okay. Which means she could die if we take her with us too.
So maybe we'll do this team 2 here, this Danforth Ashevak team, and I'm guessing you're going to take the dog handler and I'll take Danforth.
Unless you really want the dog handler, I'll take him. But if you need him over Danforth, that's fine. Just have the 1 extra core, so it's up to you.
I mean, it's just that I can actually use Danforth. I'm probably never going to use Elia's ability because I'm already kind of a base, like a high base evade. So here, you take the dog handler. I'll take. Well, we don't know this yet. We don't know if it's true.
We're all assuming this. That's right.
Okay, so but we are going to do Group 2, everybody. So if the middle column, Group 2, has the most team members still alive, the group votes to travel on the mountain ridge toward the region Dyer and Danforth never explored. Each partner from this group chosen to accompany an investigator enters play with one additional use. Oh. Okay, so we get a benefit. We don't necessarily have to choose them, like it sounds like. All right, yeah, and then we go to setup V2. But in first, we have investigator setup up here. Each investigator may choose one available member of the expedition team. Okay, who's not crossed off. Put the story asset for the chosen character into play, and if there is a resolute version, use that instead. Okay, so
I'm taking Elia and putting an extra charge on him.
Okay, I'm gonna take Danforth. We'll see how this goes. Put an extra charge on.
Gotcha. So now we'll flip to page 2. So scenario 2 setup.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit place over here for group 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's our box, there's our starting area.
Okay.
16 put them into play along with the hidden tunnel according to the map on page 40. So I'll go there in a second. We're going to begin play at the location on the bottom right corner. So somewhere over here-ish. Let me see if there's anything else. So gather 2 copies each of the following tokens from the collection. Let me see if this bag already has everything. Is it 16 total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2. Yep. Okay. We are going to add an elder thing to the chaos bag. So I'm throwing that in.
God.
Right.
Really? Okay.
Yep. So
this is getting really savage, and we haven't even started.
I agree. Okay, got that. Check difficulty. We're playing on hard. Add 1 Doom to Agenda 1A. You already got the Techiles. I believe you told me we already put them in our decks, so that should be good, right? So then now we just go to this next page. Let me double check to make sure I'm doing the right amount. Spawn City, unknown. Is that the right one here? Version 2? Yep. And I just want to check it's the right amount of locations. Shuffle the 16. There's 16 here. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle these up, and we're going to be setting up like this. 1, 2.
Oh, it's interesting that the setup button doesn't set up the map.
It doesn't surprise me like that you couldn't. Yeah, you think that it's. I guess because they don't know if you've shuffled it.
Oh, I see. You have to shuffle it first. Got it.
That'd be my one guess. 5, and we build a little staircase. Okay.
Okay, this is kind of scary because it's so big.
It is quite big. This is where you and hopefully my safeguards shine, so I need to find that thing.
Fast.
And I'm all getting harder for it. And then otherwise, it looks like that's it.
Okay, we're going to read the agenda and the act, and then we'll tell you what's on the scenario cards, like what the bad tokens are going to do. Agenda 1A, Lurking Horrors with a 6 Doom threshold, but we start with 1 on the card already, so we're at 1 of 6. Lurking Horrors, the hidden alien city looms before you, ancient and enigmatic. What secrets and terrors lie in wait within? Fast action during your turn. Spend a clue. Look at a revealed side of a city landscape in your column or row. Limit once per round. And then fast action during your turn. Spend 3 clues. Move to any location in your column or row. Limit once per round. That's cool. Okay, so we have a huge map, but we have the ability to spend clues to peek at locations and teleport to locations. And then Act 1A, Sprawling City version 2. This is the discovery of a lifetime. Dyer's report was true, all of it. You must explore this alien civilization in order to learn more. Action, spend 2 Elder Thing keys. Remember that the team studied the history of the Elder Things. Spend 2 Cultist keys. Remember that the team discovered a hidden power. Objective, if the team has studied the history of Elder Things and discovered a hidden power, advance. So we have to spend 2 Elder Thing keys and 2 Cultist keys. Matt, I think you were, while I was reading that, putting them on the board. Everybody, these aren't chaos tokens. They're not in the bag or anything. These are representative of keys. And how do we get the keys?
I don't think it says yet. Hold on, let me double check. I think it's going to be on the other side of the locations. It doesn't actually say how to get them yet.
There is a thing on keys here. Keys can be acquired in one of two ways. If a location with a key has no clues on it, an investigator can take control of a key with a fast action. Some card effects may allow investigators to take control of keys. So again, Matt, you're right. When you flip them over, you probably can get something as well.
You're doing the standard way like you do in Innsmouth,
yep.
then otherwise.
Okay.
Got it. Cool. All right. The location adjacency. So everything is adjacent to what it's touching, but I assume that I don't know if this is considered the same row.
I would assume it's considered the same row, but because of the way it's done here.
Okay. Well then, I'm fine with that. I really don't know for sure. I could see it being very logical. That's the same row. I could see it being like they broke it up intentionally, but we'll just go with it because otherwise it's going to be really hard to get around.
Right.
So I think that's probably.
And so for us to advance, we're going to need to grab this key and this key, and then this key and this key as well.
Yeah. So this one we can certainly snag while we're down here. And according to how I'm reading this, Safeguard, should I find it, can let me hop with you when you spend clues, which is huge.
Yeah. That is going to be really big. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Right, let me shuffle up. So we're opening mulligans. Twine feet. Ooh, I got logical reasoning, but I can't take it. I need to get like a good ally and some things to do my job.
What's our threshold here? Because I got a David. I think I could probably use him early with a 6th Sense to try to get some early clue. Do I throw away my Dragon Pole? Because I do have a prepared.
You have a prepared for the worst, and we want you to get the hammer. So I don't think the.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd really like to find Safeguard, so that gives me 3 chances to find Safeguard. There's one Technically. Fortunately, I got 2 Davids, so not my favorite opening hand, but not the worst.
Yep.
How does Discipline work? If you have fewer than cards, 5 cards in your hand, flip to refill it. Okay, so I can always try to do something like that too. All right. Well then, yeah. Let's go.
Oh man, I have a really funny choice to make first turn. 21 or bust really makes it really interesting because what I can do is just get $1 and get Leo DeLuca out, right? And then like get $2.
Yeah.
Or I could play 21 or bust, hope to get a 20. So a 20 or a 21, so I can play Leo DeLuca and another thing.
That's hard, man. Do you go for like the guaranteed extra action right off the bat, the super safe play, or do you like go hard and hope to accelerate fast? I don't know.
I honestly think
tough.
Getting Leo DeLuca out first might be a best play.
It is
safer. It is much safer. So I will get $1. I will spend all $6 as my second action to get Leo out.
Hold on. Let's flip this location and read the story.
Right. Okay, so we're in a submerged passageway. 5 shroud, 2 clue. Action: move a clue from this location to an unrevealed location in this column or row, which is great because I can do that. I have 2 more actions. I could just pitch both of these clues to the next location because we don't want to do it on the 5 shroud.
Yeah, I mean, or
I could move 1 and then actually move and then get $1.
I could also kick clues too. You know, because I'm going to be... Well, I mean, I do have 6 cents, but there's no way I'm scooping these clues. So I'm saying I could put some time into that as well. Maybe we could each do one. I don't know. I want you to get your money and get your like fingerprint kit up and rolling. So maybe let me kick some clues.
You're gonna kick some clues? Okay. So
yeah.
My last 2 actions, I might just get $2 then.
Okay.
That's me.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go and first play. You stick to the plan to play Prepare for the Worst. And draw the top 9. We got a dragon pull.
Yep.
And that's it. So, the rest of these. So happens when you have 19 weaknesses in your deck.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Matt has 5 Tekalili weaknesses, and I have 3 right now.
Okay. So, I can right now. How much money am I going to need to play this next turn? That will cost me 2, 1, 2, so 5. Which I'll get at the start of the turn. So I can spend my last 2 actions to kick both these clues to... Let's kick him to the skull, because if we're having to get keys in pairs,
yep,
which it looks like the way that that's looking for the act deck, then we know that we are going to have access to the tablet right away.
Yep.
So I'd rather not kick clues onto this other tablet and then get them stuck. So I think I'm going to kick them.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah, absolutely.
So let me make sure I'm reading that right? Kick it to unrevealed locations, column or row. So yeah, so we are saying this is the same row, then I'm just going to
go over there. I don't want you to put it on this thing because we need to clear the clues to get the key.
So action 1 was play Prepared for the Worst. Action 2 and action 3 are kick clues over to far left location. Nice. All right. Should I fast action take this? Actually, I don't think there's a reason to take it right now. Well, okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, we should read this. So skulls are a minus X. X is 2 plus the number of keys you can control. So it's -2 right now. But as soon as we get a key, it's -3. Cultist is -2. Place a key you control on your location. Tablets are -4. If a frost token was revealed, take a damage and you auto fail. Wow. And then Elder Thing is a -5. If you fail, the nearest enemy moves once towards you. If it is engaged with you, it attacks. That's pretty bad too. Okay.
My heart tells me that having a key on me is more likely to be bad for the encounter deck than not having a key on me. I could be wrong, but I'm not going to pick it up right now. No, I'm just going to wait a turn or let you pick it up. And wait a turn.
That's fine. We'll see what happens with the deck.
Then I think we're done.
So no enemies. Then we go to upkeep.
Hey, the hammer.
Nice.
Oh, that complicates things money-wise.
All right, so we're at 2 of 6 with the Doom. We're going to shuffle this encounter deck. And I will get the first bad card of the game, which is Dawning of the Truth, test mine 2. Increase the difficulty of this test by 1 for each key on your location or under your control. So it's a mine 3 test. If you fail, take 2 horror. And, oh my god, 3 horror if I fail by 3 or more, which like I'm almost guaranteed to fail by 3 or more because it's a test of 3.
I think in the middle of your test, I can pick up the key. It says, keys may be acquired 1 of 2 ways. If a location with a key on it has no clues, an investigator can take control of its key as a fast action. So right now, as a fast action, when you initiate the test, I think I can pick up the key.
Okay. Yeah, if there's a fast action window there, then take it, then I'm taking mine 2 test. And the worst that can happen to me is take 2 horror. Oh, man. I'm about to take 2 horror, aren't I? 1 on Leo, 1 on me. That's not so bad in the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, I have a promise of power, and I don't mind giving it to you if you think it's going to matter, because I don't mind emptying my hand to activate my discipline. That's a lot of horror to take right off the bat. You want me to pitch it to you? I mean, it'll put you at 5.
Well, I'm already at 5 because we took that one mental trauma back in the day.
I'm sorry. If I pitch this card to you, you'll be at 5 to 2.
Oh, 5 to 2. Yeah.
Test.
I mean, I would appreciate it because it's a lot of horror right at the get-go, and we have that possessed weakness.
Like a quick thinking in there too, or I don't know, because this puts you up 3, which beats the skull. Yeah, it and the cultist anyway. But there are 6 frost tokens in there, which will again still be at 3 if you only find one of them. See your call. I am going to be adding this curse token to the bag right now.
Yeah.
But it's Promise of Power's in there for you.
Maybe I will put the quick thinking in.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm up 4.
If you succeed a lot, it's a bonus. So.
Yeah,
right.
I'm up 4.
Up 4.
-2. So I succeed by 2. So I can take an action.
Nice.
Shall I move?
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I can take any kind of action. I could play. No, I don't have enough money. I was gonna play Fingerprint Kit.
21 or plus.
Actually, I could play Eon Chart and then do something else too, right?
No, because that's only during your turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
no,
you could place 21 or bust right now. In the middle of this.
Wait,
phase.
what was that?
You can play 21 or bust right now in the middle of this phase.
That is interesting.
Seems like a great time.
Dude,
to
I'm gonna play it. This card, dude, is just hilarious.
All right,
here we go.
Good luck.
All right, that's 2. That is nothing, right?
Yep.
That is nothing. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm all the way. I think that's a 5,
7.
so I'm at 7.
Yep.
I'm at 12. Still okay.
Yep.
13.
I mean, yeah, you can still anything but the tentacle, so still 13.
18. So I can get $4 if I stop here. I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm getting so scared. Yeah, I'm just gonna gain the $4.
You want to try one more token? You've locked in.
Yeah, I've locked in. I'm gonna try another one token to see what happens. Oh, I would have gotten $2 more, but I already locked in. Damn it! Dylan would be so upset with me. Okay. What's your bad card?
Right, you're right. All right, my bad card. Let me scoot these over. My bad card is Rise of the Elder Things. Find the topmost Elder Thing enemy in the encounter. Discard power spawn and engage with you. Surge. Because there is no Elder Thing in the discard pile. Normally it's discard pile and deck, but this is actually it.
That one's just discard pile. It's fairly interesting. Yeah.
Surges into Crumbling Ruins. Test put 3 during this test. If you reveal a chaos token matching a key on your location or under the control of the investigator location, you automatically fail. Okay, it's just physical damage. I don't think I'm going to pass it anyway, so I'm just going to take the test.
Okay. So you are a 3 to a 3. That is a -5. So you lose by 3.
Oh, right, for each point I fail by. Well, I wasn't going to be able to do anything about it anyway. I take 3 damage.
Oh my god. We are getting wrecked so fast.
That is real.
That is real bad.
No, you didn't have anything to throw me anyway. That sucks. Well, this is one of those turns where I might need to like break my thing to heal, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah. How much money do I have? 5, and I need 4, 5, 6, 7. I could activate David Renfield right away. Okay, I think I'm just gearing up. I think I'm just dropping all my stuff this turn.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do is get $1, play Fingerprint and Eon Chart, activate Eon Chart to move and investigate. And I still have an action left after that.
So I don't know if it matters if I go before you. I guess mine's a single thing, so I'll just
you
that's
can
all right. Okay, so I spend 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, I have to get $2.
Yeah.
2. Action 1, action 2, then action 3 is spend all 7 to play Ever Vigilant. And that's my whole turn.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, here we go. We are going to get $1. We're going to play Fingerprint Kit for $4. For my second turn, my second action, my third action will be play Eon Chart over here. I have one action left. I'm going to actually exhaust Eon Chart to do a move and an investigate. Those are the two I'm going to choose. Move to the city landscape. And then I will investigate here to 2 Shroud, 2 Clue. But this Ancient Planetarium has an action on it. It says, spend 2 0 keys, add one of the spent 0 keys to the Chaos bag as a Chaos token for the remainder of the campaign. Recording the campaign log, the team photographed the astronomical charts. That's rad. But
is right. Where are zeros?
They're here and here. So far away. But we can teleport if we need to. But I'm going to do my second part of my Eon's chart here. I am a 4 to a 2, so I'm only up 2 for this. Do I use my perception on this to draw a card?
Hold on. You could use your finger paint kit because it says do an investigate action, and that generates an investigate action.
Are you sure it's not just like take a plain investigate on this Eon chart?
It is not. Yeah, anytime you see it in bold on a card, like right there, see how it's in bold, you can do that.
I will absolutely do this then.
Okay, that'll put you up 3. So
I'm up 3, and then I get an extra clue here. I'm going to put perception on this one, so I'm up 5.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like it.
And that is a -2. Okay, and I don't have a key, so I'm up 3. I'll take both of those clues.
You got it.
I have to exhaust the fingerprint kit for that. I can fast action take this thing. Or I have another action too, so I can move up too.
Yeah. That's up to you. It will mean I'm lagging behind you if an enemy shows up, but I don't know if that matters necessarily. I can always just run after you.
Because if I move, I can like draw a card and get a buck.
Oh yeah, good call.
So yeah, so I think I'll fast action take this key because we'll need this one for sure. And then I will, with my last action, move up here, reveal this location. Cyclopean Spires, 3 Shroud, 2 Clue. Action: move a key from move 1 key on another location in this row to the spires. Group limit once per game. Okay. So I can take the 0 over here.
You can, and I don't know. Okay, I don't know if we burn it once per game on that. We'll see. Let's see, because we don't know yet what the skull or the -1 might do.
Right.
And the -1s are both right here. Well, I think what we do is we check to see how bad this location is, and if it's easy to get the 1, then leave it. If it's hard to get the 1, maybe we take it because the 1's right above it, and we can get a pair. So.
But I was gonna say, like, if we can get this 0, and then the other one's closer to us, we could actually do this thing. Oh, I mean this thing.
So here's the thing. There's no question that we can do this. However, the writing on the wall is telling me, right, that we're going to be able to do something with a bunch of pairs of keys.
That's true. That's true.
We're going to have to decide time efficiency-wise which ones are the most important. And maybe that is most important. I mean, adding a 0 is huge with all crossover ones. So let's just see what else is out there, because I can always do that too on my way behind you.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, that's the end of my turn. I am 2 away from my starting location, so I will get $1 and a card.
Sweet. Okay. Upkeep. Technically.
3 of 6 on the Doom.
I have to discard an asset I control. I am going to discard David Renfield because I have a second one in my hand.
Well, do you want to fast action him before you use him? Before you discard him? Or can you?
So, fortunately, I missed my window.
Okay.
I would have, but I missed my window to do it.
Got it.
Once you draw the card, it's too late. So, yeah.
Okay.
I should have done it, but I forgot.
All right. Hold on. Wait, was that a Tequila Lily? Oh, you're not in my location, are you? No. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna Get a bad card. I'm going to grab a Guardian Elder Thing, 3 fight, 4 health, 1 foot. So I can evade this thing. Hunter, when you deal damage to it, for each point of damage dealt, discard the top card of your deck. Draw each weakness discarded this way.
Nice. Walk, walk. Oh yeah, this one's fun as hell. Find the giant albino penguin enemy farthest from you. Well, there isn't one. If there are none, search the encounter deck and discard file for a giant albino penguin. Draw it and shuffle the encounter deck. Let me go find this big
Dude,
penguin.
what is this? Walk.
It's funny because it was the next card on top of the deck. So this penguin, I draw it, and if I remember right, so it's aloof. As additional cost for you enter or leave this location, you have to spend an action. So this penguin is slowing me down.
This is hilarious.
This little bastard just walking at me. I remember this from the story. So if you guys ever went to go listen or read Mountains of Madness, I remember these gross penguins. So, well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you this turn, but he's easy to do.
Yeah, I'm going to evade this guy. No big deal.
Okay. Well, then, I guess I'll let you go first.
Okay.
See kind of how it goes.
3 shroud, huh? Okay.
You can Aeons this.
Oh, yeah. So I could decide to evade then investigate, but if I, for some reason, fail the first evade, then he's going to hit me on the investigate, right?
That's true. So you could then, as your second action, the problem is then you might waste your second action, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are your odds of failing it? You're what? You're a 5, so you're up 4.
I'm up 4.
Pretty good, but, you know, you could also just breaking and entering him, but I don't know. Like, he's easy.
I know, at a 1, I don't want to use it on a 1 evade.
Right. So, you know, your call.
Ugh. I think I should be able to get this guy.
Okay. So you're charting. I mean, obviously, you could just save your Aeon's charges for later, too. It's not like you have to use them
That's
right now.
true. That's true. Maybe I'll just try a regular evade here at +4. First action. That is a -2, or is that a -3? -2.
It's a -2.
Okay,
Cool. Yep.
So he has been evaded. I have 3 more actions left. Do you want me to just try to scoop this clue here, and wait for you?
Yeah. No. Get some clue because remember we can spend our clue. We can spend actions, fast actions, to spend a single clue to.
Oh yeah.
That's
right.
Location too. So that could give us some info if we wanted.
So if I fingerprint kit here, I'm only up 2, which kind of stinks.
Well then, I mean, move on if you want. I can always come up and fight him, and then I can try to get that clue as well.
Yeah, let me just see what's in this -1 section here, so that we can decide if we want to use the Cyclopean Spires.
So, before you move, do you want to use Aeon's chart for this move, or not? Move and investigate, or do you think that's...
No, I'm going to save that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Second action is just move, plain move. Stone Bridge, 3 Shroud, 2 Clue. Test, spend an action here. Test a foot 4 or a fist 4. If you succeed, discover a clue. And then action move to another Stone Bridge location. So there is probably another Stone Bridge location here. That's actually interesting.
There should be, because we did all 16 locations. The thing is we actually don't need to clear this clue. This could be a good one to kick here if we want. So, I mean, you could move on even further if you wanted to.
That is interesting. I could spend clues to reveal things.
Yeah, we'll reveal them to just look at the unrevealed side. It's not quite the same, but close.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to be able to jump to you unless I get clue personally.
Yep.
So just, keep that in mind if you outrun me, but you're also super evasive. So, whatever.
I might take my third action to just move forward. It's just interesting to me to be able to explore and see where we can go, right? Is that too scary to be that far from you though?
I'm fine with it if you are. I mean, you're super mobile.
All right, third action, move up here. Ruinous Streets, 4 Shroud, 2 Clue, Forest. After you reveal 1 or more Frost tokens during a skill test here, take a damage. Reaction: after you discover the last clue, here discover one clue on a connecting location. That's kind of cool too.
Interesting.
All right,
Okay.
and I have one
Okay.
last action. Am I really just like moving all over the place?
I mean, you could Aeon's chart now, which would let you move and investigate the next one, or you just spend your last action to just book it further. Your call.
I'm just gonna spend an action to look here. The next one.
Spend one clue.
What was that?
Are you saying spend one clue to look at
No,
this?
I was gonna move to it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna move to it because I don't want to be
yeah.
here, and then reveal a frost token for during the Mythos phase.
Good call.
Okay, we're going here. And we're looking at the map room. 2 shroud, 2 clue, action spend 2 -3 keys. Discover, choose 3 locations, reveal them. Discover a clue from each of those locations recorded in the campaign log that the team read the map. That's rad. The -3s are here and here.
Okay, so that's all the more reason it looks like to clear this space. Because we know where that thing is. Plus, we can pull a clue. Thing over.
All right,
okay.
so end of my
All right,
turn, I'm going to get a resource and a buck.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna spend 1, 2 to move once, and 1 to move again.
Okay. Ceramic Shot in chat says the locations of the scenario are really interesting. Wow. Yeah, this is something completely new, and I like it a lot. It's like trying to figure out where to go and where you can get value, but then it's like collecting the keys, and then you have to go to another location to do things. It's super interesting. It's going to be a time clock thing for us to be like, how many of these really good things can we actually get?
Yep.
All right, so enemy phase, that thing's going to jump on you. That big penguin boy is aloof. We'll do upkeep. We are at 4 of 6 on the Doom, and I'm going to get a bad card, which is Polar Mirage. Attached to the nearest location with at least 1 clue. Without a copy of this, after you discover or take control of 1 or more clues at attached location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand, and then discard Polar Mirage. So, all right.
That's no big deal. In fact, I don't mind doing that because I can completely refill my hand with.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have the cool discipline. All right, what's your bad card?
I got a second, baby. When this enemy engages you, place a key you control on it. When it leaves play, place that key on its location. Well, so we're definitely going to need to clear this spot out. When enemy investigates this enemy's location, takes control of the key, you already has engaged them. Okay, so I just got to smash idiots for my turn. Cool. Well,
do you want to go first because you got things to smash?
Sure. I think I will do that. I think I'm going to go and smash the Guardian Elder thing first. I am a 4 mind, 4 fight, so I'm an 8 to a 3. I'm up 5, unless I'm missing something. No, I'm up 5.
Yep.
I can live with that.
Yep, up 5.
I'm going to draw that Elder thing now.
All right.
Okay, thank God. All right.
So you succeed by
3.
2.
Yes. Yes, I succeed by 2, which means I clock it for
2 damage.
2. I decide if I want to knock it away or not.
Yeah.
No. I think I'm going to leave it here. So then, second action, I'm going to smash it with this hammer again.
-6, so that's a fail.
Okay, so which one of these is worse?
They both hit for 1 and 1. Oh, and you dealt damage to this guy. For each point of damage you dealt, discard the top card of your deck, draw each weakness. So you... Oh no.
Oh, Haunted is extra bad for me.
Oh no.
Ow. Okay. That was the reason not to hit this guy first. I thought it was when he hit you, not when I hit him.
Oh no.
This is really bad. Okay, here's what I do. Action 3. I spend $2 to play Spectral Razor.
Yep.
Onto this guy. Onto this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to commit Guts. So my base is... It was...
So you should be at 10.
8. No. It was 8 because I 1 mind, 4 fight, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry, 4 mind, 4 fight was an 8. But then I lose 2 from Haunted, so that puts me down at 6. And I'm going to play this Guts to put me back up to 8.
Okay. So you are...
So I'm 8, I'm up 5.
You are up... No, you're going to punch this guy, right? You're up 6, right?
6, right. Yeah, he's a 2. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go for him, though.
Okay, and you destroy him.
Does get destroyed. This gets dropped onto the location. I'll put these above it. Then he's gone. And then this is gone. I draw a card off Guts. Green Soapstone. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
And then I'm done.
Where am I?
That sucks.
I am away from you. I wish I had Scout ahead. I'd love to jump to where you are and like...
Well, obviously you can get Clue to jump to me, but I also don't think it matters. I'll just take the hit once. It sucks, but...
Okay.
It's what it is. What it is. It just happens to flop that way.
Right. All right. Well, what should I do? I think my first action will be play Fieldwork.
God, this is so bad.
Yeah. I can fast action draw 3 cards. I spend all my money doing that. That might be okay.
I think Fieldwork is very good for you.
Fieldwork is amazing. That's the first thing that came down. So I could Eon's chart into this like cultist area. So move and investigate, or I can move and investigate into this -1 area.
I mean, in theory, I should be okay as long as I kill this guy next turn.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily need you near me.
Okay. I'm keen to get the cultists because we need them for sure.
Yeah. I think just focusing on these 3.
Yep. Okay.
Is important.
Cool. All right. So my fast action, I'm gonna do Eon's chart here. I will move and investigate. So I will move here.
I'm sorry. I have a really important thing. I totally forgot. This is huge. This is really big. I'm going to, during my turn, activate Elia.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a fast action. Yeah.
This is massively important. So I'm only up 3.
Yeah. No, you are up 4.
Oh, basically, yeah, 5. It goes up to 6, not 5. Yeah, I'm up 5.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Okay, thank
there
God.
You go. Awesome.
That was so big. And I get a free move out of it, too.
You may move to a connecting location.
Yes.
Dude,
that
amazing.
was almost a big
Dude,
move, but...
huge. Okay. My first action was field work. My second action, I'm going to fast action Eon's chart to move and investigate. I'm going to move to this cultist location. It's a Force Shroud. Force Shroud, 2 clue, force. After you reveal 1 or more frost tokens during a skill test here, take a horror. Action, if there are no clues here, choose 2 locations with keys on them, swap each key on those locations. Group limit once per game. Okay. So I am going to do an investigate here at a Force Shroud. I'm going to activate field work to get +2 to this skill test. So I'm naturally up 2. If I do fingerprint kit, I'll be up 3, which I will do. I might throw dire sketches in here.
Man, do I even want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw dire sketches into this because it's a question mark in a book.
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna move?
I'm sorry, it's a move. I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay,
actually,
that's fine.
I'm just thinking about that because we need these keys anyway. I think. So.
All right, so I'm gonna do the fingerprint kit. So I am a 5, 6, 7 because of field work. 8, 9 with dire sketches. I'm a 9 to a 4. I'm up 5. -2. I succeed by 3. I'll take 2 clues off of that.
That's just fantastic.
All right, so that was. I still have 3 actions to go because that was a fast action there. I'm going to pick up this fast action. Pick up this thing.
Do we want to use this location, or do we not know yet what we want?
We don't. I don't think we know what we want unless.
I don't. It would be to like pull a tablet
Or pull the 0.
somewhere. Pull a 0.
Right, because we have 2
Yeah, 'cause the
-1s
zeros-
there. We're close to the -3.
Yeah, this is only a 2 shroud location next to it. Does mean you'll have to go back down to the bottom right to spend those keys, or you just leave them there and then I can grab them. Although you're the one mobile one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use this yet.
Yeah, let's just wait. I think we
Okay.
wait. I don't think we need to rush it right now.
Okay. So I have 3 more actions. I'm basically going to go up here, and then I have to choose whether I want to go to the cultist or the elder thing.
You can spend a single clue to look at the other side of one of those locations.
That is true.
It's a fast action. I think that this is not a bad. This is what we use our information for. So we need them both anyway. So I guess you know what? In this case, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to him. So yeah, I'm gonna go. My second action is gonna go up here.
Okay.
This thing is 2 shroud, 2 clue. Action spend 2 -2 keys. Draw 2 cards. Gain $2 and remove 2 frost tokens from the chaos bag. We
This is
need
it, dude.
this.
This
If
is
there
what
was
we're doing.
anything to get.
Yes, this is the most important one to me
Yeah, these
of
2.
all time. Yes, that's what we needed to know, man.
Yeah,
That
this is
was-
perfect. I'm gonna head over there by basically going over here with my third action. Is that right? I played field work. I moved, investigated. I moved. Yeah, I'll have 1 more action after this.
Okay.
All right. So 2 shroud, 2 clue. Action spend 2 -1 keys. Either remove 1 doom from the agenda or choose and discard from play 1 non-elite enemy or treachery. Record in the campaign log the team discovered in an ancient vault. This one's okay.
Yeah.
So we can
Probably lower on.
Yeah.
I assume.
we have the -1s are
It does
here,
get
so
you-
we could get an extra turn. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it gives us an extra turn. Yeah, there is a world in which that might be worthwhile. So okay.
Okay, last action. I'm going to investigate here. It's a -2. It's a 2. I'm a 4 to a 2, so I'm up 2.
Now your skulls are really bad right now.
Oh. But nothing happens to be bad here, right? What could be terrible here? A frost token.
Fucking here would be terrible.
I think the only thing that could happen to me is taking damage from a frost token, right? If I get a tablet?
Yeah, I could just go for
Yeah,
it.
okay. I'm up 2.
Why not?
Yeah, that's a -4. Okay.
Yeah.
So, fail.
We need to spend our keys. Okay. So done.
Yep.
So this guy readies and hops back onto me.
Okay.
Upkeep.
Upkeep. Lockpicks, sweet.
All right.
5 out of 6. And got me Blasphemous Visions. Reveal the top card of the Tequila deck into your deck without looking at it. Oh, shuffle it into my deck without looking at it. Then put Blasphemous Visions into your threat area. Resolve the effects of each Tequila weakness you draw an additional time. That's bad. Oh my. Test mine 3, succeed, discard it. Oh god. I'm never gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna have to wait for you to do this.
I can clear. That one's bad, but how bad is it? How many tech leads are in your deck?
3, so it might not be that bad. Yeah.
I include the one it's adding right now.
I'll have 4 if I. Did you add one to my deck now? Right?
No, because you actually have to draw it face up. Or oh no, you don't.
Yeah, I put it in my deck and I shuffle it in. So I have 4 of them in my deck.
Well, at least it's me drawing them. It's
Yeah.
fine. It sucks. It really sucks. Especially because I'd really like to have this green soapstone down, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good?
We are good.
I don't care if you go first or I go first. I have good times going on down here. So I'm about to discard my old deck.
So do you want to go first, or doesn't matter to me?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at this Guardian Elder thing. Oh my god, this Haunted is so bad. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Daring into the damaged Guardian Elder thing.
Okay. So what are you here? 7, 8.
Yeah, -1, so 6. I'm a 6 to a 3. I'm only up 3. Wow.
Is that true?
I'll go up.
Wait, hold on. 4.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Cyclopean Hammer. I wasn't counting my mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, so I'm up another 3 because. So I'm
You're up 6
4.
overall.
Okay.
Okay. You destroy him.
This thing gets wrecked, but I do 3 damage to it because I don't think it's optional. So 3 or more, you instead deal. Okay, so that means I deal 3 damage to it. Unfortunately,
So you're gonna discard 3 cards.
2, 3.
Oh. I was like, the first 2 are the ones we didn't care about.
The first 2 didn't care about. Oh, that one.
This one hurts so bad.
Okay, here's what I've got to do. I'm gonna fast action, evade this.
Yep.
I'm up 5.
You were up 4.
4?
So you're a 6 to a 1, but haunted, right?
Yes. Well, that makes him hit me for 1 and 1. That was really unfortunate.
Why does he hit you?
Because
He doesn't have alert.
Oh, that's right. Wait. Why does I think I just got hit by that?
I mean, you will get hit by this guy, just not now.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Crap. All right, I've got to hammer him. I'm gonna hammer time. So I'm a 4 + 4 - 2, so I'm 6. I'm only up 3. But I have 2 actions. Here we go. I'll throw this in to be up 4.
Okay. Woo!
So I do succeed by only
1.
1.
So you do 2 damage. To
So we'll do 2. The question is, do I hammer this boy away now?
You have to discard some cards from your deck.
Do you have to discard 2? My 1 copy of Enchant Weapon.
Jeez.
Do I just throw this green soapstone in? Like, I think that these are the 2 enemies that actually it's going to most matter.
Yeah.
I hate to do it, but, you know.
I know.
I need to kill this
You
thing.
need to kill this thing. It's true.
Well, my other choice would be to, like, knock it away, but then I'm not doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to commit this to the test. Just because I don't think I'm going to need it, and I really want this guy gone. I think that's the number, right? Because I was at...
You were up 6.
6?
Yeah.
Plus 3 is 8. Yeah, okay, so he gets vaporized.
Yep. And you do... you're doing 3 damage to him, though. Oh, no, 2...
No, I think it might be 3. Hold on. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 - 5 is 4. I only beat it by 1, which means I only hit him for 2 damage.
Yeah, you only hit for 2 damage.
Okay.
Rosary would have been nice.
Rosary would have been nice. But these are all solved. So at least the 2 big health enemies are gone, I guess.
I mean, we're about to tick over the doom, so I don't know if that discard pile is gonna get shuffled in.
I probably did need the soapstone because I'm sure some big enemies coming out. Damn it. Well, I need to just
yeah. No, I think this is what you need to do.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is spend $3. I'm going to play lockpicks.
Excellent.
All right. Now I'm going to... Do I Eon's chart to the south here?
So, I think... Okay.
Or do I just try to get this to Shroud location?
Here's what I think. I think this might be what you do. All right. I think you, like, move down here,
Yep.
right? Just move. Take a look. Then you Eon's chart back in activating field work and try to double lockpick these or fingerprint kit these, because then we can turn in the 2 Elder Things and get rid of 2 keys off the board.
Yep.
Which is good.
Yep.
You like that?
I do. Wait. How can we get rid of 2 Elder Things?
Because you have the other one on you. So once you get this one, you can spend the 2 Elder Things. Isn't that one of the things up here?
Oh yeah. That's right. Yep. You're right. All right. So second action will be come down here. Let's
Okay.
Right. We're just gonna take a look. Right.
Yeah. I think just walk in.
All right. Labyrinth Chamber. Oh, it's a victory 1. So 3 Shroud, 4 Clue. Each time a Chaos token is revealed during a skill test of this location, double its modifier if a key matching that Chaos token on this location or under the control of the investigator at this location. Oh, that's rough.
All the more reason to spend them.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay. Let's Eon's Chart back up.
I like it.
So we're going to move and investigate. So move and investigate. We're going to activate Fieldwork to get +2. It's a 3. It's a 2 Shroud. I'm going to fingerprint kit. Use my last charge. So I'm a 5, 6, 7 to 2. I'm up 5.
I think that beats
everything but Tentacle and Double Frost, right?
I think so. It doesn't beat single Frost and Elder Thing, but
right.
Statistically,
I think this is what
I think it is. I think it is what it is. I think that seems fine to me.
That is a -5, so I succeed. But I don't.
Nice.
Yes, I succeed. Yeah.
Okay, so you take 2 off of here. So now, as a fast action.
Yep, fast action. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to fast action cash it in.
It's not fast to cash it in. It actually costs an action.
Which is okay.
Okay, you still have one left? Okay,
because what I did was, I played lockpicks. I moved. And then Eon's Chart's a fast action, so I still have 2 actions. So one of them is to cash in. And I have one more.
So then, for that, in our campaign log, it says, what does it say up there to do?
It says, we studied the history of the Elder Things. Okay.
Got it.
All right, and then with my last action, I can move here so that I can Eon's Chart field work into the cultist area. Get rid of those.
Yes. Or you are out of Eon's Charts.
Oh, I am. Damn. That's okay. I can move in and field work.
You started there.
I started there, so I can get a card. Spare parts. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I completely forgot we had these in our deck. Great.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's the end of that. Yes. Okay. Cool. Then no enemies that do anything.
Hey, finally.
Upkeep. All right.
Upkeep. Nice. Another fingerprint kit. And the Doom's gonna tick over here. So let's look at it. Agenda 1B: Awaken Monstrosities. The walls of the city hall. The walls of the city call to you in surreptitious whispers, ethereal songs indecipherable to human ears, and yet somehow familiar all the same. You try your best to shut them out, to make believe it's just your imagination, but not all of your companions are as successful. Read Scenario Interlude, Gaze into the Madness in the campaign log. This is interesting. Where's that? Oh, hello. All right, Scenario Interlude, Gaze into the Madness. Find each surviving expedition member, including those currently under an investigator's control, who do not have a checkmark drawn next to their name in the expedition team section of the campaign log, and choose one of them at random. If there are no such expedition members, skip the rest of this interlude. Okay. So yours is safe, but...
So there's 5 total, right?
There is 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah. There's 5 total, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put Alaya in
as Danforth,
to represent...
Right?
Yeah. Alaya is Danforth,
okay.
Yes.
Let's put them together. Let's shuffle them up. Let's choose one. Do it, dude. Okay, the doc. Damn it. What's gonna happen to her? I hope she gets a bonus. Maybe she gets Resolute. I can dream. You don't notice the effect the whispers have on your party until it's too late. Your companion is not just studying the wall, they're leaning against it, placing their ear upon it, their eyes glazed over with a rapturous stupor. When they reach the door, they either do not notice or choose to pointedly ignore the dribble of hideous miasma that seeps between its cracks, the thick gray mist that threatens to engulf them whole. You shout a warning just as the door opens, and know enough to look away just at the moment the miasma reaches out. What it is that your teammate sees, you'll never truly know. You catch only a glimpse of the unspeakable, bottomless misery that dwells on the other side. If the victim is Danforth, it's not. Okay. Your companion stands petrified in the doorway, whether by sheer terror or compelled by some unknown force. You cannot tell. You and the others work your way towards the door, averting your gaze to ensure you do not suffer the same fate. You slide the stone door shut with a heavy crash, trapping the remainder of the churning miasma within. The moment the horror within is obscured, your companion's eyes roll back in their head and they collapse to the floor. Their heart continues to beat, but their eyes never open again. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, cross off the chosen character's name. If they were in play, they are defeated and removed from the game. I think she was the one that we were never going to use, but
yeah, she was. It was much better her than Danforth or Kessler. So
I mean, it could have been her or Cookie. I think would have been okay.
Yeah. Exactly. I would have been. Our team is looking pretty pretty good, huh?
All right, here, let's read the next agenda. Agenda 2A, Doom from Below. Below the darkened ice, more of the city lies trapped, encased and frozen in time. This is but the tip of the iceberg, and we have the same 2 fast actions to spend a clue, reveal location, or spend 3 clues to teleport. And it is 10 shrouds, so 10 turn clock here. And now it's time for bad cards. Well, yes. It's a good thing that the discard pile didn't get shuffled into the encounter deck. All right. Oh, I got me a penguin, dude. But he's aloof, so it's
actually,
okay.
That doesn't matter to you at all. I got Nightmare's Vapors. Uh-oh.
Arkham Librarian says, walk, walk, walk.
I'm so mad, dude. Hold on a second. Oh, this is so frustrating. I think this.
Everybody will remember this scenario. As a scenario, Matt couldn't do anything. I remember it
now, and it rules. I need to decide if I can rid myself of both of my weaknesses if I don't do this. But then, okay, we know no enemies are coming out. I'm just gonna. God, I hate this. I don't know if I can. How many Tekalies are in this deck? 8. Hold on, dude. Okay. You're doing a great job getting clues. Sorry, I need to think this out. Great job getting clue. We have one of the 2 key things done.
Yep.
I don't need to rush to do it, but okay, I will. There's 2 actions.
Oof. I know, but it's actually an okay time to do that.
No, I'm sorry. I just realized something. I won't lose 2 actions. I'm going to take 2, and I'll explain why. So, well, it's going to leave me with Haunted, but I need to play out David for Soak, and then that makes my hand small. I'm going to pop both my disciplines this turn is my plan.
Oh, okay.
And that will clear Possessed and allow me to... I'm doing it. I took 2 stupid Tekalies or shuffle and I'm done.
Okay, so Matt officially has, I think, 6 of these in his deck.
6.
I have 4. It's dangerous times. Okay.
Okay. So, can I do my turn before I forget what I'm doing?
Yes, you can, because I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
We'll go for it.
Here's how I'm doing this. I'm doing this in a specific order. I'm spending $2 to play David.
Yep.
I'm fast acting, putting a Doom on David. Getting
yes.
Out. Okay?
Yes.
Action number 2. Action number 2, I'm attempting to go get a clue off this location. Okay.
Okay. You need to take actions to break your disciplines.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna break just one this turn.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna break just mind one to heal possessed.
Right.
No, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna break because I could draw something that screws me. All right, I'm gonna break this discipline. I'm gonna take one physical, and I believe it's a direct physical if I remember.
Direct,
right.
yep. Direct damage to heal 3 horror. Yep.
So pop 1, 2, 3, but I only heal 2 of it, and then spend 1 to heal possessed. And action number 3, I break this and draw 17 tech elites. This is
Wait, how many cards do you draw here? 5. Okay.
I'm up to 5, so only 4. Okay. Here we go. Hey!
Oh my god!
Great. Oh no. Okay, take a horror. Well, great. Take a horror.
Oh my god.
That's incredible. Then take a damage in a horror because I can't flip a broken thing.
Oh my, Danforth, dude. Oh, Renfield,
David.
yeah.
1 here. Sick. Oh, hold on. This goes in my discard.
Yeah.
These go back
To the bottom of that deck, yeah.
Have you ever seen a sicker turn than that, or what?
Dude, this is
What
what is happening? What is happening?
All right, that was my sick turn, dude. Let's hope yours is better than that.
So bad.
Enjoy.
So bad, dude.
I refilled my hand. Hey, the good news is, dude, my discipline is going to heal itself.
Yeah.
Because 3 of them were. Oh god, I'm bad. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see. I can spend 2 actions to move out of this location because this stupid penguin. And then investigate with lockpicks. Do something else, or I could Faustian bargain, play a fingerprint kit to set me up later.
Okay, so here's what I'll say about this, right? We can't cash these in. Oh no, we can cash them in because we still move on. Yeah, never mind. I take back. I thought we won if we cashed them in, but there's another act. So yeah, we can cash.
Yeah, wait, is there another act? Oh yeah, there is one. Okay, good.
I think that wouldn't be bad then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I want the fingerprint kit online.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
that.
so I'm gonna bargain here. I'm gonna get $5 and put 2 curses.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 4 of those dollars to play this fingerprint kit.
So here's a problem,
Yep.
right? Now if you move over there,
Oh, I can't use my field work.
field, yeah, you won't have it there next turn. Well, you could try to just scoop this clue, or
Do we care about the -3s?
well, I'm gonna clear this location anyway for the tablet,
Yeah.
probably, or I just leave them here. I think we care about the -2s. Maybe make your way down here. Go for this later. Let's get these out of the bag. Like let's make this our next priority right now. So like spend 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
move here
like,
because this one has bad frost stuff for me.
exactly. And then next turn you can move in, activate your thing, and go to town.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good.
I like.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'd say the other things you can move here and swap the location of 2 keys, but I don't know which.
We don't know
2
yet
are
which one we want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Done. So yeah.
No enemies.
Up.
Upkeep. Okay.
I draw a technically that whiffs. Place one of your clues on the location. Get wrecked. Technically deck. You don't do anything.
Nice. I like it. 2 of 10 because of David on the Doom threshold, and I get me a Rise of the Elder Thing. Find the topmost Elder Thing enemy in the discard pile.
Well, I was actually going to on your turn. I think I was going to use David. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use him for $2 or 1. I think just 1. I don't think there's a reason to put an extra Doom on him. I don't think I need that much money, so I'm not going to add another one. Okay.
Top Elder Thing in the discard pile will be this boy.
Okay.
He's going to come in. He's going to have +1 fight, +1 evade until the end of the round. So I will put this in here just to remind myself.
Lives the unspeakable. Okay. Draw this. You bastard. 29. I'm going to shuffle this into your deck.
That's fine.
So I do lose an action. It sucks because of Blasphemous Visions, but maybe I can get to you.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. So I only have 2 actions on my turn. I guess unless there's a reason, let me just go first before I forget my 2 actions.
Yeah, sure. Do you unbreak these or no?
I will flip this because. So here's the thing, right? Here, the phrasing on a weakness, I believe that you never have it in your hand. I think you draw it and reveal it. After the round's ends, if you do not have, because basically, oh no, that's right. I drew during upkeep. So then now I have not. So as long as I don't draw a card during my turn, this will unbreak.
Yeah.
So that's going to go off. So I'm just going to spend 2 actions to clear Haunted.
Yep.
Then my turn ends, and both of these flip up because I didn't take any damage or horror. Oh, I have to make it through the.
You have to make it through the Mythos phase, right?
Have to make it through the upkeep phase.
Oh, the upkeep phase.
Okay, hold on. That if the round ends, I actually have to play a card or this doesn't unbreak.
You can play Rosary.
So I'm going to.
You can play Rosary, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I can't get rid of Haunted this turn. But I think I want this to unbreak to protect me from my other Burden of Destiny. Plus, give me some Silk. So that's 1, 2.
Yep, and that's it.
And no, that's sorry, that's $2. It's 1 action. I just played Rosary. Second, I guess I can just abandon these and come up here and maybe try to start helping you one day. I'm just gonna move.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Listen, we can always do the swap if we need the -3 or the tablet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
We want the 2s, right? And we want the -2s.
We want the -2s because so good to remove 2 frost tokens from the game. We need this.
We do.
So I'm gonna basically activate field work on this bad boy.
Sounds great.
All right. So I want more Eon's shards. All right. First action is going to be to move down here. I'm going to activate Fieldwork and Fingerprint Kit. Use a charge. I am a 5, 6, 7, 7 to 3, so I am up 4.
Oh, you have Guardian Elder thing on you.
Hold on. We're not doing any of that just yet.
Yeah,
you're right.
First is evade.
You're right. First action will be to evade this thing. Ooh. Oh, wait, no.
I was thinking the same thing, but yeah, it just doesn't work right now.
All right. Let's evade. He's evade of 2 right now because of Rise of the Elder things this round. So I'm only up 3 on this evade.
We need Janae so bad.
Yep. I could throw spare
so
parts and make this up 4. No, I like the mine though. It's like so important for me to keep that for a treachery.
Right. That one test, I think you should. I think you should keep it.
Do I just?
I mean, you have 4 actions. You know, you don't have to evade them on your first one.
Okay, let's do it. I'm up 3. First evade. That's -2.
Done.
That's great. You've been evaded. All right. Action number 2. Coming down here. Now we're doing the whole thing. Activating field work. Activating fingerprint kit. We are 5, 6, 7. 7, 2, 3. We are up 4. Do I want to throw a Breaking the Entering here to go up 5?
All of 5 beats
is the Elder thing.
Well,
right?
it'd beat the Elder thing, or it'd beat a Frost token and a tablet. I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, it's.
I think I'm okay with up 4.
Okay. Well,
Doesn't matter.
anyway. That's too bad.
Nothing bad happens to me at this location, right? Each time a chaos token is revealed during a skill test, double its modifier. Oh, okay. So it was even worse.
No, it's only if you have it's only the modifiers of keys that are there.
So my -2 would have been a -4 of occultist.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll lock picks here. As my last action.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Last action. Lock picks. I am a 9 to a 3, so I'm up 6.
Sounds good. Sucks.
Auto fail, and I break my lock picks.
Oh, there's so many Frost tokens in this bag. We're trying so hard to get rid of them.
Yep. That was it. That was me.
Okay, so we go to upkeep. This thing ready.
This thing's gone.
Gets discarded. I upkeep, don't take damage. Yes. Okay. So that means the round ends and I flip both of my discards back. That's huge.
I got lock picks, so I feel pretty good. 3 of 10 because of David. And I got Dark Aurora, test mine 3. For each Frost token revealed during this test, take a horror. If you fail, take 2 horror.
I don't think you even bother. I think you save that for if you have the one that you need to fail by a certain amount.
You know what I mean? The hypothermia or whatever it was.
This is gonna be 2 horror almost either way.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, you could at least save it for it. It's up to you, man. But I mean, you'd be a 4 to a 4.
No, the thing is, I would rather save it for the other one that like makes me 3 or 4 horror. I could take that wrecked me the other game.
Yes.
So I'm a 1 to a 3. Here it is.
3.
Mine's 5. See, it didn't even matter. I will take 2 horror.
Logical reasoning.
Leo's gonna take 1. I'll take 1. Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Walk. Find a penguin furthest from me. Move it to my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So I move this penguin down here.
Oh my god, dude!
Have you noticed how many actions I've lost this game?
So many actions.
I've lost
The crazy part about it is if you just got safeguard early, then like you would never have to have taken a move action this whole game.
Dude, it would have saved so much time. I'm probably gonna put a second one in my deck.
Yeah.
Like, I probably should have just put those extra 2 XP into it. Now that I'm seeing how this is playing out. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, Pigment's here.
All right. I might move to this -2 location to activate field work. Let's see how that is.
Seems good. Yeah. Like it.
Here we go. I'm gonna move. That's first action. Let's see it. Stonebridge, 3 Shroud, 2 Clue, test the Fister Foot.
That's so good.
It's the same thing as this, the one that you're on, actually.
Yes!
So you can action
That
move
was
to this
perfect.
location. Oh my god, yes.
Thank you. That was so good.
That was so good,
proud
dude.
Of us. Thank you so much for finding that bridge.
All right, we're gonna activate Fieldwork. We're gonna activate Fingerprint Kit. 5, 6, 7, 7 to 3. I'm up 4. Here we go. -5.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Get you to pass.
I just want to pass a test. So that's 1. That's 2. I'm gonna spend $3 to play lockpicks as my third action. I will lockpicks this location. I am up 6.
Don't you dare break these.
5. Okay.
You break them.
What? Oh, I have to be up by 2.
Well, you get one of the 2 clues.
You get 1 clue. Perfect. Are you kidding me?
You've drawn so many -5 totals in the last 2 polls you've done.
I'm just this is rough. But I did start 1 away, or leave 1 away. I'm gonna draw a card. Okay.
Here's what I do. I move 1, 2. Then what am I at? 4, 5 mind minus 1. I'm 4. I'm only 4 against your Blasphemous Visions. But I don't have the actions. Oh, I need to use David to get a buck at some point. I keep forgetting. I don't have the actions to clear Haunted. I guess maybe I don't move to you this turn.
I was gonna say, if you move there though, like I can get rid of your Haunted next turn because I have so many actions.
No, but we need your actions to beat the game.
Yeah.
The only reason I need to get to you right now is to try to heal your mind. So don't worry about that. I spent 2 doing that, and then I think maybe I break this to draw 3 cards. That seems like a really bad last action.
Yeah, with the weaknesses, man.
I wish I could just move. I mean, I can kill this penguin with my Spectral Razor, but my Spectral Razor here is also really good. I think I just draw 1 card. Now, you know what? You can't make an omelet without breaking some legs, right?
Yep.
I guess I'm breaking my discipline. This is so dumb. I'm doing it. I don't wait. What am I even looking for?
Yeah.
What do I need?
Hold on. You have
12
cards. You have 12 cards, and you're getting half of them are Tekaylee weaknesses, and your burden of destiny.
Okay, fine. You're right. I'm dumb. I'm just gonna try to get a clue off the stone bridge so that way I can use it to be mobile later.
Okay.
I'll do a 6 cents none the richer.
Okay.
Here we go. Boom.
Minus 3.
Wait, I don't have.
You don't have a key. Yeah.
So I pass, and I can grab a clue from an adjacent location, which could be either here or here.
Oh, so interesting. This one's a higher shroud.
This has 2.
But this one has 2 keys.
Has 2 keys. After you discover the last clue, discover 1 clue on the connecting location. Wait a minute. I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
If I rip it again. Yeah.
Yes.
I rip it again, dude. Okay, so I take a clue. All right. I'm done.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so this homeboy moves.
Yep.
That way.
That's correct.
And we upkeep. Hey, technically, oh my god, it's a horror. I'm so sick of taking horror. I put 1 on. I have Holy Rosary.
Oh my god, so many.
That's my 3rd. I had 3 of those in my deck, by the way. Apparently, 3 of the horror.
That's ridiculous.
You know, I guess at least they were in my deck and not yours.
I know. It's so bad though.
It's so bad. Okay.
All right. 4 of 10, and I got me a reawakened homebro. So 2, 3, 1 hunter. When it engages you, place a key you control on it. So I'm gonna have to put this cultist key on him.
This is fine because I can just come up there and work that body unless something dumb happens, which it probably will. Here we go. Obscuring Frog. No, that's totally fine.
We don't care about this. We don't care about that at all.
Perfect. Okay. So then let me go first.
Yep.
1, 2.
Yep.
Action 3 is play Spectral Razor to auto-engage your boy.
Yep.
And cast Mind Dart on the baby. Boom.
You
baby.
completely wrecked this fool.
So this gets dropped onto his location, I believe. And that's why I saved Spectral Razor. All right. Done.
Sweet. All right. Let's see. Well, I certainly don't want to move to this guy.
Actually, you moving to that guy isn't terrible because you could breaking and entering on him.
Well, yeah.
Which means it's a really good odds of getting a clue and it holds him there.
Yeah. That's true. And then I can come back and field work this location.
Yeah.
If all goes according to plan.
Yeah. Okay,
Let's do it.
Here, I'm using David before I forget to.
So first action will be moved to this guy. He will engage me. I will spend $2 to break and enter him. Investigate. Add your foot value to this. If you see by 2 or more, you automatically evade the enemy at this location. All right. So I'm a 9. 9 to a 1. I'm up 8.
Sounds pretty good. I can't wait for humor to happen.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I'm investigating. Sorry, this is a 3 shroud. So I'm up 6.
Yeah, so you're 9 to a 3.
Yeah. Up 6. -1. There you go.
Boom. Okay, and you do get a clue.
Get a clue.
Take that off.
He's automatically evaded. Third action will be to come over here to activate fieldwork in this 3 shroud location. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to Best Camp on Twitch, Latin Ludens. All right.
What's up, man?
All right, so that's a 4, that's a 5, that's a 6. I'm up 3. I'm up 3 on this. It's not the greatest, but I'm not using a fingerprint kit on it.
Well, hold on.
A -1. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I was gonna say you could throw like a book like a Leo in or something, but
There you go. I got it.
All right. I don't know if you want to pick those up yet, because if you draw that one card that freezes you based on mind, that makes your skulls worse. So you can wait.
I'm gonna wait on that.
Because we can always pick them up in response.
That's true. I did start in this location, so I don't get my bonus, but that's okay.
So this dude readies. Upkeep.
All right.
All right. So
We are at 5 of 10 on the Doom. And here we go. I'm going to grab Dawning of the Truth. Test mine 2. This is the other one. Yep. Increase the difficulty of 1 for each key on your location. That's +2, so it's a mine 4 test. If you fail, take 2 horror, 3 horror if you fail by 3 or more.
Response on 2 fast actions.
What was that?
I'm going to pick up this key and that key in response to you taking that test.
Love it.
I'm picking up both of the ones off of our location, right? That works, right?
Yes. So the most I can take is 2 horror, a 1, 2, or 3. If I throw this thing in it, I will be up 1. Or no.
But me taking these off, you can't fail by 3 or more.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Because if those were off the location, it would be 4. So yeah. I don't have anything to pitch you, unfortunately, but I think throwing that down there is not bad.
Yeah, I'm up 2. I'll be 4 to 2.
The other thing you could do is just pass me that card. I mean, it is like a little dangerous. You could pass me the card and pitch it to me.
Dude, I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, because I'm a 4, 5. I'm a 6 right now.
Yeah, choose another investigator,
Yeah, pass it to
riskers,
me.
and then I gain $1. All right, so here you can take this, and I will gain $1.
And then I'm a 6 to a 2. Do we have you pitch me that, or do we save it for you? I think we're okay.
Well, you've been taking a lot of horror. I have no problems pitching this to you.
No, it wouldn't be this. I think this you save. It'd be like the spare parts.
Yeah, the spare parts. Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I'm up 3. Well, I do have 2 on me. Okay, then here you need to pick these up, not me.
Yeah.
There you go. Pick that up.
Yeah, pick that up. I will give you spare parts.
Okay. I'm kind of tempted to have you hold on to spare parts so I can use it on your blasphemous weapons.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm just gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept my fate.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice.
Would it have mattered? You understand how bad that is? Like what just happened?
If I had given you the spare parts, would it have been good? What were you testing here?
Let me see. So I was a 6 to a 2. I only failed by 1.
You only failed by 1. Yeah.
But
you take 2 horror for this.
No, I take 1 horror. And then.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! If you fail at all, you take 2 horror.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, hold on.
You could take $1 from David and just can them.
Well, I'm taking $2 from David, but hold on. No, there's more happening because of what this does. Also, it makes things way worse. That's worse.
Oh, he moves towards you. Yeah.
I'm gonna take 2 horror. Should I put it on Elia? Is this the biggest mistake? We can't heal him.
Yeah, I can heal you with illogical reasoning, but I can't heal him.
Okay, I'm going to 1.
Okay.
Then this thing hunts onto me. and pops David Renfield for 1-on-1.
Oh, I see. I see.
Wow. That's pretty sick, huh?
That is pretty sick. And you still have to do your bad card.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, great. Poor. Location closest to me with clues. That actually has to be that. But that's fine. I can. Is it? I actually have to scoop a clue off.
Yeah.
Right?
After you discover or take control or one or more clues.
Okay, so one of us is going to lose our hand.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's going to be me. But anyway. Okay, so if I go before you, I can potentially clear your blasphemous visions.
Right.
So I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to daring here. I actually forgot to draw my card last time I played daring. I'm going to smash this dude like real hard, hopefully, and knock him like away. Okay?
Now this is the one where, hold on. Do you want me to go first and heal you with logical reasoning because you're going to discard cards from your deck and you might get a horror?
If you do that, then I can't clear your blasphemous visions. I don't think there's any more horror. I don't think there's more than 3 horror in the whole thing. Plus, I can always put it on the lie if I have to.
Right. Okay.
I'm doing it. It'll be really bad if I tentacle here because daring's going to give him retaliate. So let's do it. Okay. I smash him real hard. So unfortunately, it's just 3 damage. But I am going to knock him 1, 2 locations away.
Yep.
So that's action 1. I draw a card off of daring.
Okay.
Then action 2 is pitch me spare parts. And I'm going to try to clear blasphemous visions. Oh my god. So that's -5 total.
Yep.
I was 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. -5 is exactly right.
Oh my god.
Exactly right. That was so close.
Oh my god. And you get rid of a curse. Okay.
And we get rid of a curse. All right. My last action is going to be to break this. Take 1 physical to heal 3 mental.
Okay.
And that's what I do. Your go.
Okay, so you don't need me to heal your horror right now.
No, I don't think I need you to heal my heart.
Okay.
I think we just got to get those frost weapons out of the bag, man. We got to get those 2s done.
Yep. Okay.
-2 and that on you. That makes it so much harder to pick those up.
After you discover, take 1 or more clues, discard my hand.
Dude, it's actually really terrible you picked these up. But like we needed to, but it's really bad.
I know. It's okay actually. I'm gonna have to discard my hand, so my question is, I think I'm probably just gonna play logical reasoning on myself.
Yeah.
First, and then walk in there, field work, and then try to fingerprint kit it.
I think that's good, and then pitch Leo to the test.
Yep, and pitch Leo to the test.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so spend $2. I'm gonna play logical reasoning. I'm gonna heal 2. I have a clue, so I can heal 2 horror. All right, so I'm back up to max. Now I'm going to second action, move into this guy. That's a 3 shroud location. I'm going to do field work and fingerprint kit. So I'm a 5, 6, 7, 3. So I'm up 4. I'm going to pitch Leo. I'm up 5.
Okay.
So the best I can do, and I don't like this location.
This location's so bad for you. That's actually good.
That's okay, because I was up 5. So perfect. Nailed it.
Okay,
I get 2. I get 2 of those. We're still 1 away. And then I dump my hand, which is scout ahead.
And then this goes away. Okay.
All right.
Good. You have what, 1 action
I have
left?
1 action left. I can try to scoop this, but it's real bad. I'm only up 2.
I almost think you move out because then you can move.
Yeah,
in
then I
and
can field work
again.
Okay.
and then you can go there and you can get a card and a buck, and then or we can swap some tokens around if need be. Like we could swap the cultist key onto something easier.
Yeah, I can. Well, I can swap the cultist key.
This maybe.
Keys on them. Yeah, something with a 2-shroud. Yeah.
Well, this only has 1 clue left too. Yeah. So here, you only have 1 action left.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, we'll just see what this does for now.
All right, so I'm 2 away. I'm gonna get $1 and a card. Lucky cigarette case. Where have you been, my life? Okay.
Move this. We're on enemy phase, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that moves there. Yep. Upkeep.
All right, so I got a Tequila Lee. Place 1 of your clues on your location. Hold on. What's Danforth do? I can exhaust him and spend 1 secret. I can draw 2 cards.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter if you drop a clue here.
Yeah, so I'm going to drop a clue. There it is. This guy's go away. I'm going to activate Danforth, though. Let's put that in the bottom there.
No, if you activate Danforth, doesn't it make the Tequila not happen?
No, it's just after you resolve a Tequila, we exhaust him and spend a secret and draw 2 cards.
Good call. I drop Burden of Destiny, so I'm going to break this discipline.
Okay. I got another Tequila Lee. I take a damage. I'll put that on Leo and put that at the bottom.
I'm really glad I got rid of that Blasphemous Visions.
Yep. Dude, just in time. Thank you.
Yeah, that was really close. Oh, man. Okay, so then now we go Doom.
Doom is 6 of 10.
Yeah, we gotta get the move on now.
We gotta get the cultist now.
No, he's dead. It's only 5 of 10.
Oh,
your
5.
boy died.
Cool. Crypt Chill. Oh my god. Oh no. Test mind 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. If you cannot. Oh no, that's fine. You can strike.
And an empty fingerprint.
Dude, yeah, I don't care about this.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Auto fail.
Boom,
all right, cool. Take this chart.
No.
Oh yeah, fingerprint kick because I can get the twine. Yep.
Yeah. I draw a sick Dark Aurora. Test mine 3. Well, I'm glad I healed my horror, huh?
Oh god.
So I'm unfortunately, I'm only a 5 to a 3. Just really need to not draw frost tokens. Here we go. No, I'm a 4. I'm a 4 to a 3.
I have another. I just picked up another logical reasoning. So.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I wrecked it. Easy
Dude,
game. Easy
this is the easiest game you've ever played.
It's the easiest game I've ever played. Actually.
Yeah.
This is
you're playing a completely different game than I am. You're just like, how much horror can I take?
Yeah, it's all of it's negligible. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much it is; it's negligible. Okay, good actually, because that means this can unbreak this turn, which is okay. So, is there a world in which I come get this? No, because I'm an idiot right now because my discipline's broken. So no,
you have no mind right now.
Pull this off, I can come down here and just box this guy's noggin.
I mean, I like that. I mean, I only really have 1 shot at it with my field work, so.
You could draw a card first, or something. I mean, you could try to see if you can get something to pump it, or just go for it. We really need you to pass this.
I might draw a couple of cards.
Okay.
We really need
this. I think that this is huge. We need this.
Yeah.
Really
so
bad.
First action, I'm going to draw a card. Let's see what happens. You handle this. It has a book icon. That's good.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? If you stop drawing there and you pull it off, you have action 2 go here, action 3 get that and get the thing. Then action 4, you still don't have enough, because action 4 you can spend 3 clues to jump to. I'm trying to find the location. Oh, it's just above you. Okay, but that's still okay. So never mind. I was trying to see if you could do it all in this 1 turn, but you can't anyway. So maybe you do just.
Hold on a second here. Here's my. Hold on. Boom. There you go. Yeah, so maybe I do draw another card, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Because if you get like a perception, it'd be so sick.
I'm gonna draw a card. It is a breaking and entering. I'll throw that in there.
Yeah.
So I'll move over for my third action. It's a Shroud of 3. I'm gonna activate Field Work. So I am a.
You can actually wait. Time out. I think you can play breaking and entering. Yeah, you can play breaking and entering, and that will actually give you a huge chance. If we really want to get it right now.
Oh, that's right, because all I'm doing is activating an investigate action. I don't care that there's no enemies there. The enemy part is just like a side effect.
The reason that it's so worth it is that every -2 is a -4, and every cultist is a -4 for you. So I think that this is the time to do it.
Okay, so last action will be to do this. I'm activating the field work. I'm a 4, 5, 6, plus another 5, so I'm 11. 11 to 3. So I'm up 8.
Yeah. So, come on, big money, big money.
Do I have to throw anything else to it?
No, I don't think so.
All right, I'm up 8.
Don't you do it. Okay.
All right, so that is a -4, -5 overall, so I'm up 3.
Nice.
And I get the clue.
That's what matters. Okay, cool. You can take the key now or wait to take it until later, but you're going to need to be the one to pick it up because you're going to have to bring them both here together.
I'm going to take it now just in case there's some weird thing where I have to like move or something. I don't know.
Okay, I think that's fine.
All right, that's me.
So then, now that I know you're doing that, and that's how that's going, I'm going to action 1, move here. Flip this. A stone bridge. That's
obnoxious location.
Which grabs this.
Yep.
Action 2. I'm gonna slam this boy for what am I? 4 + 4. I'm an 8, 2 or 3, so I'm only up 5. Yep. But I have 2 shots of this. So swing number 1, splam. Do I succeed by 3 or more?
You do.
Great. So I discard 3 cards. 1.
Ugh. We'll never get to see it.
Really good here, dude, because I can search for penguins. Damn. Okay, so that boy is dead, though. He's toast. And I have 1 action left. So, what is this? Shroud 3?
Yep.
Not my favorite. I could go look around for something, or I could move back to you. Is there any world in which we get this 0? Right now, we have to get this. We have to.
We have to get this.
So
and we want to do this.
This is we need to see what this even does for this purpose.
Yes.
So like we have to. Okay, so I'm gonna head there in case I have to help.
Okay, that's fine.
No. Okay, hold on. I'm doing something stupid, but I have to do this. I'm playing Azure Flame. Because that will make this heal.
Got it. You have to play a card. Got it.
So that's why
that's
I wouldn't normally do it. Okay, so then we go to enemy phase. Nothing.
Upkeep.
I just need to not draw technically.
Yeah, baby.
I heal both my disciplines. Pop.
Oh, okay. Dude, I just picked up the Claypool's furs, dude, so I can start canceling some frost.
It is so good. I'm so excited to see that. Okay. All right. So then
Doom is at 6.
God, we got to pick up the pace.
I know. I got an Elder Thing Scavenger, 3/3/3 Hunter. After it attacks me, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Draw each weakness. Okay.
And I just need to not draw an enemy. Vanish Vapors. For the purposes of stepping on the gas, I am going to shuffle 2 Tech Leagues into my tiny 4-card deck and hope it doesn't kill me.
Oh my god, dude.
But I need to come up there and smash that off of you so that you can move on. So I'm going to go first. That's okay.
That's fine.
Action 1. Action 2. Actually, I'm going to have to hit it.
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay. So I'm actually going to pitch
we are in a bad location. Do you have any keys on you? No.
I do not. That's right. This would be bad, but I'm gonna pitch.
Or it's under. Yeah, my keys count towards this too. By the way.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I'm adding 2 punch. So I'm a base of, I have 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11. I'm an 11 base, so I'm up 8.
You're up 8. I think we're okay.
Good start.
Minus 4.
That's a -4. This is a -6. So that does mean I only succeed by 2, right?
Yes, you succeed by 2. Yep.
Make sure I'm reading this right. Each time a cast token is revealed during skill test location, if its keys location or under the control of
Oh wait, no.
So
That curse token doesn't match anything. Oh, this -2 does.
No, this is the -2 matches.
Yeah.
So that means it's a -6 total. So it does mean I don't kill it, but the important thing is I can knock it back.
Yes, you can knock it back.
And I'm gonna knock it wherever I knock it. It's gonna hunt onto one of us,
Right.
Which I guess is gonna be me, because we need you to do other things. So
knock it backwards. Yeah.
Damn, man, I really just needed to not. I pitched all I could. Okay, but you're free. You're free to go live your dream.
live my dream.
Yeah, go live your truth.
Okay. So I can go 1, 2, 3.
No, here. You gotta turn these in.
Oh, is that a fast action? No.
Yeah, no, not a fast action.
But it's totally worth it anyway. So
yes.
1, 2, turn in, and then maybe play Claypool's Furs.
That seems pretty good.
I don't have enough money for that, but I will next turn.
You will. You're gonna have money for it. Read this card.
Remove. Oh, you know what? I didn't even. I was like, I didn't care about the draw 2 cards, gain 2 resources. I was just like, just remove the tokens.
Yeah, I know, and it's great. But this is
okay.
good.
So
this is good.
action 1, action 2, action 3 will be to spend my 2 keys. I will get $2. I will draw 2 cards. No tequila leaves. Awesome. And we remove 2 frost tokens. And we put in the campaign log, the team studied the mural carvings.
Okay. Mural carvings. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna put a little note. -2 frost.
All right.
Forever.
Yep, forever. Okay. Last action will be
that.
these furs, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna take those 2 out of the bag right now. Yep. That was so
sick, dude. I'm so happy about that.
I am too. I like getting those 2 frosts out of the bag. I mean, it took us the entire mission to do this, but it's so big. Okay. What I'm noticing, man, is I'm feeling like we're gonna get XP less off of locations and more off of doing these things.
I think so too.
So I feel like we've netted 3 XP so far, is my guess. And then if we do this, maybe 4 XP.
Yeah, maybe.
No, that will.
All right, that's the end of my turn. I'm gonna get $1 in a card. Oh, I got Buried Secrets.
I get visited.
Okay, great.
I get visited by Santa in the form of this guy hitting me. So I take 1 and 1, which is one of my favorite things to take.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 1 physical, 1 mental. Wait, no. Yes.
Wow, you don't have a choice.
It's fine because I can do it. Mala's gone now. It's fine. I could break my thing next turn to heal, and just keep riding that line, dude. I mean, it's not great, but also when he hits me, discard the top 3 cards of my deck, draw each weakness. I just put 2 Tekalies in here, so let's enjoy the ride. 1. Lose 2 resources. Don't care.
That's
Easy.
awesome.
Number 2. Another one. Discard a random card from my hand. Don't have any idiot bad games. Game's easy. Number 3. Lose 2 resources. Never cared about anything less in my life. It's the easiest game I've ever played. Like, I've got to go boot up Elden Ring because this is too easy. This game is too easy. Let's throw these on the bottom of the deck and move on with it.
Wow. Boot up Elden Ring, dude.
That was so easy, dude. It was so easy. Okay. All right. All right. Now let's move on to the Doom and Gloom phase.
To the what?
The Doom and Gloom phase. That was just my upkeep, right? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Now we're moving on to upkeep. Let's see if I draw another one.
No, that was upkeep, wasn't it?
No, that was this guy hitting me.
Oh, okay. I did my upkeep and I got my weakness. Yeah.
The miasmic crystal, which is insanely good. Now, enemy phase. Oh, we already did that. So
Doom 7 to 10.
Yeah, oh, man, we gotta go bad. Okay.
Crumbling Ruins. Test foot 3. During this test, if you reveal a chaos token that matches a key on your location or under your control, you automatically fail. If for each point you fail by, take a damage. The only key at my it's a -3. So I have a cultist and a -3.
Yeah, whatever. You have 8 health.
You're fine. Yeah.
Who cares? Just auto fail it. Draw 2 frost tokens. Do it. Show him you don't need clarity.
All right, so I'm a 5. I'm 5, 2, 3. 0. There you go.
Easy game. Easy life. I draw. Crumbling.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, the game got less easy for me. Well, this poor Elia is about to get dunked on in all realities, I think.
You are 3 to a 3. Oh my god. You're not in my location, are you? Nope.
No. Don't worry though, this is easy. Ready? Boom, -1. That sucks.
For each point you fail by, take a damage.
So 1, Elia, unfortunately, takes a little lover's kiss.
That's okay. That's okay. He has 4 of those, dude.
Oh, I screwed up, man. I could have evaded this guy with Elia before I swung at him, and then he would have been exhausted, and then we never would have had to deal with him again. I'm a bad player.
That's okay, dude.
I'm a bad player.
Like that dude, that dude did you a favor and got rid of 3 tequila that sucked.
Yeah. He just helped me. Is how we're looking at that. Okay. Do you want to go see what the act does?
Yeah, I have to go. I have to be able to get the clues, but yeah.
Yeah.
I have to investigate.
Hold on. We could have moved.
I have to get rid of buried secrets first.
Okay, here. Let's do this. Let's spend one of your clues to do what we should have done an hour ago and peek at the other side of this location.
Is that a fast action?
Just peek, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fast action. I'm going to remove one of my clues. I have 10 clues. We're going to peek.
Oh, dear.
It's one of these.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't know if we have time to do that. So
we can do the swappy swap game here.
So this is my thought, right? This is what I would do. I would go first. I'd box this guy's noggin, move here, and swap this with either this one that's 2 shroud or this one that's 4 shroud but only 1. But this is only 1 away from you, so probably this one. It does have Polar Mirage on it.
Why can't you swap it with the one I'm at?
Oh yeah, that's only a 2 shroud also. That sounds great. I'll do that instead. Okay. I hear you, and you're right. Okay, so then I'll go first,
yep.
Right? Wait. Okay, so slam this man.
Yep. Slam this man. Yep.
Boom. Uh-oh.
Mine's
okay.
4.
I slam him.
It doesn't matter. He's just dead.
He just dies. And I do take the last curse out of the bag. Okay. Action 2's move.
Yep.
Action 3. If there are no clues on this location.
Oh no, you're gonna have to sweep this clue, dude.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, you could be smart. You could be smart.
I'm gonna gut
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're a 7 to 4. You're up 3.
Yeah. Is this worth it? Yeah, it is, because this is gonna be too much time. Yeah. Okay. God, this is better than us just going up here together, right?
That's because that is this location.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking time-wise, because I'm not gonna be able to activate this turn anymore. That's the downside.
You won't be able to what?
I won't be able to do this turn because I attacked, moved, and then I'll clear the clue off. So I won't be able to actually move it this turn.
Oh.
But what you can do is you can start clearing this clue. That's what matters.
Right.
Yes. Okay, never mind. I think we're still okay. Okay, so I'm still doing this. I'm gutsing.
Yep, you're up 3.
Here we go. 6 cents on the richer. I'm up 5, right?
You're up
I play
3,
guts.
I thought.
3. Oh, this is a 4 shroud.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So we're gonna have to make lemons out of lemonade here. It's not great, but here's what we're gonna do. Because I drew Elder Thing, I can investigate as though I'm at an adjacent location. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to investigate as though I am here.
Yes.
And that means that we agreed I was up 5? No, I was
up 3.
What is my total?
So you are...
It was 3, 4, 5.
6, 7.
6, 7. 7 minus 5 is 2. I'm going to investigate as though I'm here.
Yes.
Okay. Done. Video game easy. I take a clue. I draw a card off of Guts. It's my bandolier. I forgot I had that in my last 2 cards. Okay. Right? I am doing that right, aren't I?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to read this. Wait, you may choose a revealed location, connect to your location. You are now investigating as if you were at the chosen location. Oh, but you can use the other shroud. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, can you use the other shroud to clear yours? No.
Now investigate. So you're at the chosen location instead of location. You may use either shroud. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you did it right.
It's just that. Okay. So then you can come down here. And
I can come down and get this. Yeah.
And then we'll swap them. Okay. So done.
Okay. What does this miasmic crystal do? Uncharge, it cancels the effects.
It makes Tekali's not as bad.
Oh, we've already drawn all of them.
Yeah, I feel like I mean I know for sure that I can have a maximum of 1 left based upon my situation. So
yeah,
I'm not scared.
I think I have 1 left, maybe 2. It's like not even a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, first action is going to move down here.
No, you can't.
We're going to activate. Oh, we can't. First action is buried secrets.
First. But that's okay. Even if you fail, you can just shuffle them.
Yes, that's right. So I'm a 4 to a 2 on this.
Okay.
-1. So I succeed. Okay. Action 2. Come down here. Activate fieldwork.
Yes, yes.
4. I'm a 5, 6. I'm only up 2.
I don't have any book.
I only have a you handle this, so I can be up 3.
Well, Miasmic Crystal. You can draw 1 card before your action because Fieldwork says on your next skill test.
Oh, right. So it's not the next turn. It's the next skill test. Right.
Yeah, so draw like 1 card and then you can pitch like you handle this and Miasmic Crystal into it.
I wanted deduction so bad, or perception. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been good.
All right, so I did Buried Secrets. I moved. I drew a card. Last action will be I'm at 6.
So pitch those 2, I think.
8.
Please pass.
I'm an 8 to a 4. I'm up 4.
Please pass it.
Yes, I passed it.
Okay. Oh, now we can't do that action there, though.
Yeah, not yet.
I'm going to do something a little weird, but I'm doing it for statistical reasons.
Okay.
Both of my clues. Okay, here's my logic, right? If we get that card that drops a clue, but I just don't know if I need these clues for whatever comes.
Are you going to fast action to peek at some things?
I would fast action to peek to empty myself of clues so that I can't drop a clue.
Yep.
If I have that technically or if we have that one thing.
Right.
But I don't know if it's worth it because what if we need those clues to like get out? Maybe we need clues to like resign or something. I'm not going to do it.
That's true. Okay. I hear what you're saying though.
We shouldn't have had you draw that 1 extra card because
if I didn't
you couldn't have this.
if I didn't draw the card, but I don't know. I got lucky on those pulls. It could have been worse. Yeah. Okay. All right. So enemy phase, there is nothing, right?
Yep. Upkeep. Technically, take a damage.
Ellsworth shoes.
Elias,
okay. That could have been helpful later.
Wait.
We are at 8 of 10.
So I have to put another one onto Elia.
Okay. All right, 8 of 10.
Okay. God, we need to like. We have a whole act. I don't know what to do, man. Oh my God.
Dawning.
That's okay. You had.
That's mine too. They increase the difficulty of the stats by 1 for each key on your location under your control. Do you have any keys? No. It's the only key. All right. So this is mine 3 test. Ugh.
It's okay. It's okay. You have a heal if you need it.
Yeah, I have the heal if I need it. So.
And you put yourself at 6 health. You have furs to stop frost tokens. You're okay.
I'm just gonna take it.
I think you're.
I'm 1 to 3.
Okay. Good.
That is a -4. So I take 3 horror. What else happens to me?
No big.
Nothing. Okay. So I take 3 horror.
I take a baby. A baby appears on me. Do I hang out?
Okay. Yep.
All right. We need to see what happens. So I need to go before you to swap the tokens. Right. And then you just need to move up there and then cash us in, right?
Yep. Yeah, move up there, get the clue, and cash it in. Yeah. I have no pump. I have 1 pump of Ellsworth boots.
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually evade this elder thing using a lab.
Oh yes, I like it.
So I'm only up 3. Do you have any boot you want to pitch me?
Yeah, you can take scout ahead, dude.
Yeah. Pop. That's the number, right? -5. Because I was up 3 and you gave me 2.
That's right.
Okay, perfect. So this guy gets evaded. Interestingly enough, I can take a free move action, which means I could try to get this clue.
Dude, if you can get that clue, that'd be great.
I should be able to get this clue. I mean, I have mind. Okay. And action 2, I'm gonna play this bandolier because it actually gives me a mind.
Okay. Oh my God, it does? Oh, it's the upgraded one. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the right call. So then that means my final. No, I have 2 chances at this. I've only done 1 action because this was free. So I have 2 shots at this. So I'm a 3, 4, 5, 6 to a 2. I'm up.
You're up 4.
4. Pop.
Dude, you got it.
Then, unfortunately, I can't do anything else. I mean, I can pick up this key. I don't know if I need to. Basically, I just have 1 action left, which will be to break this discipline, take 1 direct horror, and gain 3.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
All right. Okay, so you just got to switch keys, come up here, and hopefully we have time to not die.
Oh yeah. You don't take the keys, so I can swap them.
Yes.
Okay. First action is
exactly right.
Swap the keys. Second action is come up here. Third action, or is this an action, or is it just a fast action? It's just a fast action to pick it up, right?
Yeah. So once we cash in, you'll have 1 action left.
I will fast action this, and then we'll cash it in.
These aren't recorded campaign logs. These are just remember.
Yeah, these are just remember. Yeah, so so remember that the team discovered a hidden power. We have now done both of these things. We are going to advance the act, and I have 1 action left. You're right. Act 1B, Aeon's Long History. What you have found is almost too wild to believe. According to the murals and records within the city, the Elder Things were travelers from the stars. They colonized the Earth long before the time of humanity, settling far and wide, and deep in the Undercity beneath the tallest mountain they found a dormant, primordial power, something so terrifying they built a gateway to seal it within. But eventually it began to escape, and their civilization collapsed. There must be even more preposterous secrets buried deep below. You have to learn the truth of this ancient power, and in order to do so, you must find the secret passageway that will lead you deeper into the heart of the mountains. Shuffle the set-aside creatures in the ice encounter set and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. You know the route into the Undercity, reveal the hidden tunnel, add 1 frost token to the bag. Great.
Okay. Frost token going back in. Let me update the number on here.
All right. And now Act 2A, Pursuit of the Unknown, version 2. Somewhere in the sprawling web of the icy streets and cyclopean structures lies an ancient gateway leading to the Undercity beneath the Great Mountain. You'll have to find it if you wish to learn more. Spend 2 tablet keys. Each investigator searches their deck for tequila weaknesses. Shuffle each of them into the Tequila deck and then shuffles their deck. Objective: if each undefeated investigator is at the hidden tunnel and it has no clues, advance.
So we need to flip this. That was part of that.
Oh. Wait, where was this?
It was right above us. It's been there the whole time. It was just we couldn't go in there.
Oh.
Here, this is what the other side looked like. Look right here.
Okay, so if each undefeated investigator is at the hidden tunnel and has no clues. Okay, so we have to go up here and get the clues.
Yeah, so we couldn't flip it until after that, but that revealed it for us. So now, test skill of your choice 4. You may spend a skull key to get +5 skill value for the test. If you succeed, return 1 clue to the token pool, 2 clues instead if you spend a skull. Unfortunately, those skulls are hard, so we're just going to have to do 4
shroud tests?
skull.
Oh my god, that's rough.
Well, so here's the thing, right? You can move up there now, but if you move up there now, you won't get field work on there next turn. So I almost think you sit still and then go in there next turn.
Yeah.
Just try to find, like, Genet.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Just draw a card?
I think so.
I think so, too. Oh, I don't need this. Okay. Okay.
And then just stack foot icons in your hand, because basically we can get it with any.
Yeah, I can do a
test.
foot
So
test.
just
Yeah.
stack icons. This will make this discipline really good. Okay, so then we're done.
We're done.
God, I don't know if we're gonna pull this
I
off.
know.
Let's go. All right, so no enemy. Upkeep phase, I shuffle and I take 1 horror.
Okay. Hey, lone wolf. Awesome.
So that's great. That's 3 punch icons. Yes. Okay.
9 of 10. Oh my god.
This is a foot icon. Like that.
Yep. Obscuring fog. Okay, who cares?
I get sad. Hold on. Discard an asset I control. What don't I care about? I don't care about Sixth Sense because I can't get those clues.
Yeah, no, Sixth Sense is worthless right now.
Wait. Cannot be discovered or moved to other locations. Okay, so I cannot use it on that. So Sixth Sense is gone.
Yep.
And I'm just going to shuffle this into my deck because I don't care.
You just shuffled your deck
that,
too, so it's like you have so many cards in there.
Where did that go? Just go. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Discard. All right. So all we got to do is just get up there and...
Oh, wait, hold on.
dump.
I ended my turn 1 away? Or no? No, I ended my turn there. Yep. I was just there.
Yeah, 1
Oh, 1 away. So I will get a card, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I think that seems great.
The chart.
Doesn't
really help me
not
now.
Quite. Okay, but the point is that's another foot icon.
Well,
right?
it's either double book or double foot, yeah.
Okay, so then why don't I go up there? I think I can get... So, because I could break this right here to give myself 5 cards. I think we do the next turn. Let me go up there and see how many I can get in one action.
Let's do it.
See if I can... Okay, so I'm going to go. Action 1. Action 2, I'm going to take a punch test. I'm going to pitch this green stone for 3 punch. So that puts me at 7.
Yep, so you're up 3.
Up 3, which is okay.
Yeah. That is a -2.
1 down, we take a clue off, it goes away.
Sweet.
Pop. Last action, I break my discipline. Could this be bad? Wait, this could be bad. Because if I draw my Burdens of Destiny...
You're going to take 1 and 1, yeah. It's direct, right?
I don't this turn. I think, well, I mean, I could soak it on a lie, but I'd really like to not lose my mind because my mind is what I'm going to test on. So I'm not going to break it. So what I will do is, what am I right now? 3, 4, 5. Because this is broken.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to draw a card.
Well,
I didn't mean to do that here. It's the one on the far right. I think I just hit 11. I think I hit it twice.
You hit 11 instead of 1.
So it's not, which actually helps you kind of, because it's 2 book icons.
Wait.
So I'm done.
Okay. Action 1, move up. Action 2. What am I going to do?
Work first.
I will do a book test first. Field work.
Field work that, and then I'll give you this. Let's do a book test first, and I'll give you this. Okay. 1, 2.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8. 8 to 4. Do you need to go any higher?
I can't. Oh, Ellsworth boots. That's two.
Yeah, that's 2 foot. The only thing you could consider doing is if you're not going to take 3 tests this turn, you can play Lucky's a Great Case. I don't know. We could do it right now.
We could be doing it right now, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, let's just try it. Let's just have you go for it.
All right, so I'm up. What was it?
8. You're 8 to 4. You're up 4. Which.
No, I'm 10.
Right?
I'm 10.
Oh, you're
4,
10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 4. I'm up 6.
Okay. Like that.
Okay. 0. Okay.
1.
All right.
So you could split your foot across a couple different tests?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. So I can do an 8 to a 4 test, and then a 7 to a 4 test.
Or we just make you do another 10 to a 4 test, and then next turn,
Right.
try to do a big one together. I don't think I've seen anything that adds Doom. I mean, if we can get out right now, do your 8 to a 4 test first, and let's just see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know.
Or I could play Lucky Cigarette test, do a big test, and draw a card.
Yeah.
And then draw another card, and then hopefully get it next turn.
What? You could draw Possessed?
Oh, wait, no, we have 9 Doom?
Wait, are we at 9 Doom right now? Oh, we have to do it now.
We have to do it now.
Oh, hold on. Then, what was my last action? Because I moved, I did the test, and
you did 2 tests. You got 2 of them.
No, I only got 1 of them. You got 1 of them.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna draw. The thing is I was gonna save to break this next turn, but since it's our last turn,
Oh yeah, you drew a card. You drew this. You drew this on the trail.
You need that on the trail, because I wouldn't have played it.
Yeah.
Would you have passed that test out? What did you draw? I don't even remember.
I passed it so easily, that one. I think I got it was like a 0 or like a -2 or something like that. It was like.
Here, you know what? It wouldn't. Here, basically, it doesn't actually change anything. Because I was going to break Quintessence of Thought, which draws me 5 cards.
Oh, right.
And then I would have pitched this to you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Now that means I have tests things give you, like, for example, this Promise of Power.
Oh, yeah, this changes everything. Yeah. Sorry, everybody, but you can follow where we were. We weren't that far away from what it was. We just had to realize that we were on the threshold here.
Okay, so I can give you a foot with Safeguard once. So I'll give you 1 foot on your first test. And then I'll give you 4 of whatever you want on your second test. So
I will pitch. So I'm a 5. With yours is 6. I'm going to do these 2, 7, 8, 9. So I'm a 9. I'm up 5. Is that good?
Yeah, because you have furs. I think that's good.
Yeah. I think so too. -3. So I did get it.
That's 1 clue. So now for the last one here.
Yep. And I'm going to do another test. I'm a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And adding a curse to the back.
All right. So I'm 11 to 4. I'm up 7.
Don't you draw it? Don't you do it?
Okay. And that is a -2.
Oh my god, we did it. That was it.
That was it.
That was so close. I totally thought. Okay.
If each undefeated investigator is at the hidden tunnel and has no clues, advance. Oh, Act 2B to the Undercity. The path, now clear, leads into a labyrinth of dark, treacherous tunnels. For good or ill, your rigorous journey is coming to an end. Taking a deep breath, you gather your courage and delve into the depths of the mountain. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And that's 1. Okay, let me put that down, and I put the thing over there for you.
Resolution 1. All right. A quiet, unearthly stillness welcomes you as your party delves into the secret passageway. You expect it to be greeted by the sound and fury, but this eerie silence is almost worse. Not a word is spoken as you slink deeper and deeper into the secret shaft, making note of the peculiar smoothness of the walls, the bizarre markings along the floor, the muted drip, drip, drip of water in the distance. For hours you continue into the deep dark, questioning your judgment with each step. What kind of people will walk willingly into the jaws of such horror? You risk your reputation going on this expedition to begin with. Then you risk your life not turning back the moment things turn dire. Now you risk your very sanity, unearthing secrets no human was ever meant to find. Is this bravery, or the final mistake of a herd of fools too stubborn to see their own deaths lie at the end of this road? It matters not. You've come too far to turn back now. One way or another, you will get the answers you seek. The only question is whether you will live to tell the world what you found. In your campaign log, record, the team found the hidden tunnel. Each investigator earns XP equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Each investigator also earns 1 additional experience for each pair of chaos tokens spent during this scenario.
So that was 1, 2, 3. We turned in 3 pairs, right?
We turned in 3 pairs, and I think...
And then there's this and this.
Okay. Cool. So 5. Okay. All right, that's not bad. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, record the amount of damage and horror on each partner asset in play, then proceed to interlude 3, the final night. So we'll have to do that. But
Laya takes 2.
Takes 2 damage, right? All right. Interlude 3. Where are we? Final night. You would hesitate to call the darkened pit you find yourself in safe by any means, but you feel as though this is as good a place as any to rest. It was hard enough to tell the time with the sun always lingering in the Antarctic sky. Now, deep underground with no sunlight to speak of, it's impossible. When one of your companions checks their pocket watch and informs the team that 14 hours have passed since you went underground, the response is one of utter disbelief. You do not remember traveling that long, but your body is weary enough to prove it. In gloomy silence, you and the others set up camp once more. Your numbers have dwindled to only yourself and the few experts who remain from the originally introduced you to Dr. Kensler. From those who originally introduced you to Dr. Kensler. The rest of the students and researchers are either back at the barrier camp where you first disembarked from the Theodosia, or no longer with you. The cavern is easily large enough for what few of you remain, and the icy floor brittle enough to stake down your tents. Even so, it does not truly feel safe. You wonder if you will ever feel safe again. You only have enough time to check on a few team members regardless of whether they are alive or crossed out. One at a time, choose and read 3 sections below. 4 instead if the team was guided to the hidden tunnel. We were not...
Right.
What was that?
Wasn't that the last thing? Yeah, we found the hidden
Yeah,
tunnel.
we weren't guided to it, yeah. If the game effect of the chosen section cannot be performed, it does not count towards this total. And you may choose a new section instead. Wait, if the game effect of the chosen section cannot be performed. Got it. Once you have read the appropriate number of sections, proceed to Final Night 2.
So I'm voting
Kensler is definitely number 1.
We can... Should we try to see if we can get more, like, loot from the carcasses of our homeboys? Like, who have we not gotten loot from yet? We haven't gotten him from Takata nor Mala. So we can just say screw the people who are alive and just go with them, or we can go talk to people who are alive. What do you want?
Well, okay, so Mala's going to get us something to heal, and Takata's going to give us cash, right?
Actually, yeah. Well, no, because technically Dyer healed horror, but he gave you card draw.
He gave me card draw, yeah. And then Claypool gave us the furs.
The furs make sense. They fit with this theme.
Mala
probably will give a healing something. Takata might give money, might not. I don't know.
Yeah. Ellsworth gave us the boots. You're right.
It's hard because Dyer didn't fit the bill, so I feel like Mala might be different. My vote is Kensler, Mala, and then like either Danforth or Laya or something.
Do we double down on our boy Laya?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. What did he do for us last time we checked on him?
Did we check on him? I don't think we checked on him. We just made him to confront his demons.
We should check on our boy. He's stuck it out.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Kensler, Mala, Dr. Mala, and Elia. Okay, cool. Did we do Kensler first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, if Dr. Amy Kensler is alive and Dr. Kensler is on the verge of understanding, she is, right? All right. Dr. Kensler is in absolute panic when you enter her tent. Her gaze rises to meet yours just for a moment before she goes back to rummaging through materials. It's here somewhere, I know it, she mumbles. You've never seen Dr. Kensler in such disarray before. Ah, here. The book she identifies is not one of her treatises on biology or textbook filled with anatomical diagrams. It is an old, moldy tome unrelated to any of the sciences, written in French. I know I saw it in here, she mumbles, scouring the tome's pages for a specific passage. You sit nearby in silence, almost too frightened to ask anything. Dr. Kensler has changed completely from her usual cold, stoic demeanor. Here, she parks her page and snaps back to you. Can I trust you? You nod your head. Whatever Dr. Kensler has found, you get the feeling she is only showing you because you have shared in her discoveries up until this point. She opens the tome to a depiction of some unfamiliar cosmic hierarchy, the kind of absurd dogmatic theory that any self-respecting scientist would scoff at. Henry Armitage was the only other person in the university who did not approve of this undertaking. He is the one who showed me this after Dyer submitted his report. She points to the section of the diagram illustrating the Earth, and you note the pattern of intersecting lines at its edge. The South Pole, she says, at the edge of the Earth, where the lines meet, the culmination of eldritch forces, he said. Superstitious nonsense, I presume, but my research proves otherwise. These creatures, these phantom mirages, eidolons of broken minds, they did not arrive here. They were always here, from the very beginning. Do you understand? She grips her miasma sample tight, and we weren't the first to stumble across them. Dr. Kensler's research allows you to view the situation with greater clarity. In your campaign log, record, Dr. Kensler understands the true nature of the miasma. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Let's go check our dearly departed doctor. If Dr. Mala is crossed out and an investigator did not already earn her Memorial of the Lost card from her previous interlude, we have not, right? Time to loot the bodies.
I'm sorry.
If you're not sure what exactly compelled you to seek out Dr. Sinha's tent, but now that you're here, you know you won't find any answers among her belongings. Still, perhaps you can salvage some use out of her old medical kits and cold weather gear. As you stuff her medical supplies into one of her backpacks, a shiver crawls up your back. You tell yourself it is out of necessity, but helping yourself to the belongings of the dead still weighs heavily on your conscience. You have the backpack straps onto your shoulders and turn to leave Dr. Sinha's tent, hoping to put this grim business out of mind. The quiet clatter of something falling out of the backpack's front pocket catches your attention. You search around your feet for the object and find a small leather wallet containing only a hairpin, a picture of Dr. Sinha with what you can only assume to be your family, and a ticket stub for a show at the Riverview Theater. Without really thinking why, you pocket it. It was if it was important enough for her to keep, it must hold some sentiment. Any one investigator may add the Sinha's medical kit story asset to their deck. This card can be found in the Memorials of the Lost Encounter set. It does not count towards that investigator's deck size.
So they didn't put them in here. They put the wrong one. They put story assets, the Resolutes.
Right.
So we're going to have to find that.
We'll find that in a second. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then we said we're going to check in. Do we still want to check in with our boy?
I think so, unless you would rather do something else.
All right, let's do it. No, we're going to check in with our boy because he's the only one that's resolute. Let's see how he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. It isn't difficult to find Elia. Anyu's insistent barking makes his location all too obvious. Stop it, girl, he orders, struggling to keep her calm. The dog stands at the edge of the camp, barking at the darkness beyond, as though there is something lurking at the edge of your sight. Perhaps there is. Something only she can see. Seriously, Anyu, stop. You're making too much noise, Elia shouts. When he sees you approach, he motions for you to help pull her away. Can you grab her collar? We need to get her back into the tent. After some struggling, you manage to wrench the dog away and lead her back to camp. She whines the entire way, her snout twinging. She's got the scent of something, Elias says, once she's calm. And I've never seen her act this way before. Whatever is up ahead, it cannot possibly be good or normal. He runs his hand through his hair and shrugs, but what else is new in this damn place? Bonding with Elia and Anyu makes things a little better. Any one investigator may heal one mental trauma or erase one horror from a partner asset.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa.
I feel like a mental trauma going away is real big.
That's huge.
Let me check.
I mean, you are -3 on the mental right now.
That's true. I could use
You could use this, I think.
So let me put that down if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So heal Lily heals 1 horror. And I'll put Elia in quotes. So I went and looked up Sinha's med kit, and I think you're actually going to be very pleased.
Oh, okay.
I think I should probably take it if it's okay with you. But what it is a 3-use item that lets you heal either horror or damage from an investigator or an ally at your location.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's like perfect. That's almost like perfect for you with like between your discipline.
And exactly, and it has 3 supplies. You can refill it, but it also has a mind icon and a question mark, so it's the other reason I think it's good for me. And then I can always use it on you if need be. I was going to say, as long as we're in the same location, and if you pick up the next safeguard, we're always going to be in the same location. I feel pretty good about that. Cool. Then I will put that down too.
Damn, that was great. That was a great loot the bodies. Alive, she wasn't that great. Dead, she might help the team. So bad. All right, where else are we gonna go? Hold on. It says after you read 3, what do we do? Go to Final Night 2. Okay. All right. Final Night 2. You try in vain to sleep, but the night seems to go on forever. Your thoughts meander endlessly into a maze of worry and doubt. If you have already played scenario Fatal Mirage's campaign, proceed to Final Night 3. Otherwise, skip to Final Night 4. So we've already played it. So Final Night 3. Just as you are finally beginning to drift off, the door appears again. It shimmers momentarily, gray mist billowing out from the cracks of the doorframe. Again, you are being offered a choice, but do you dare risk venturing into the frigid illusion once more? The investigator must decide. Open the door and venture once more into the mirage, and add a frost token to the bag for the remainder of the campaign. Ignore the door, allow it to vanish. Proceed to Scenario 4, the Heart of Madness. You will not get another chance to return to the Fatal Mirage for the remainder of the campaign.
Okay. I think we go in and we get Kensler resolute. We get her to fully believe and commit to solving this thing. That's my gut feeling. We're gonna add the frost token, which sucks. Okay.
But like, listen, we removed 2, we added one, and now we add another one. So we kind of netted 0 frost.
Yeah.
By doing this.
That's more or less how I look at it.
Yeah, and so I'm okay with that. So we are going to go through the Mirage again, and we're going to try to follow the map for Kensler, right? Because I completely agree with this. I absolutely agree with this. Like, we're following her story like to the end.
Yes, and if somehow she dies, it's going to be like real
sad. I know.
But like right before the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so putting that down. Next, going to Fatal Mirage 3.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's just
Fatal Mirage, yeah. Fatal Mirage again.
Okay. Oh, right.
Dude, this was crazy. This was really down to the wire. Like, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm just wondering if anybody was tracking how many actions Matt lost, how much horror did he actually like absorb, how many cards he discarded. It was kind of Matt was playing his own game in the bottom right portion of the map while I was just running around picking up clues.
Dude, to be fair, like you flipping that bridge made such a huge difference. I'm counting your tech list because I ended the game with only 1 because I emptied all of them out of my deck. It looks like you have 3 from my count in your deck.
Oh, so let me search here. Oh yeah, I have 3. Yep.
Like the fact that we're going in with a grand total of 4 between the two of us feels pretty good. I'll take it.
I have 3, and I have to put that I have the possessed thing as well.
Right. So I'm adding onto my deck builder. I added both Sinha's medical kit and possessed. So my deck should be updated on there. Obviously, we need to add XP, I'm definitely adding a second safeguard.
Yep.
And then I'll decide what I want to do with the other 5, because that'll be the banked 2 I had. Like, having 2 safeguards and just being able to use them right there would have been... Just being able to find one of them would have been huge.
Yeah. So. Let's see. I have 7 XP. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I need to add another Janae, dude. I'm going to add another Janae and take out a Lone Wolf, I think.
Okay. I think she's so big, and finding her is huge.
Yeah.
I think that's...
And then the other 4 XP I have, there's part of me, it's a little scared. It's playing scared, but I could upgrade one of my logical reasonings to the upgraded logical reasoning, which lets me heal 6 horror. Like 2 horror per clue I have.
And it's up to 3 spent?
So basically, it's for each clue you have to a maximum of 3, either heal 2 horror for an investigator at your location or discard a terror card at your location. So if I have 3 clues on me, I could heal up to 6.
And that means if you ever get a Frozen in Fear, and I don't know if Frozen in Fear exists in this, but that means Frozen in Fear is the worst terror card. Okay, let's think on that, because that could actually be really, really good.
But I'm definitely going to get a Janae, because I did not get her this game, and I really needed her. There were so many of those, like I lost by like 1 or 2, and she pumps both my book and my foot. So
yeah, no, I think that's good, and I don't think I need a second Cyclopean Hammer, because both between Prepared for the Worst and the fact that I can always just run a dragon pole with like.
But I think you've gotten it. You've gotten it every single time.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is I don't think I need to spend XP on it, because even if I don't find it, the fact that I can still use Spectral Razors and Dragon Poles in the meantime, while I'm looking for it, I think will make it fine. So I think I'm going to just go for the second Safeguard, and I'll figure it out. I mean, if I have nothing better to spend it on, I'll throw 5 to Cyclopean Hammer, but I'm thinking second on the trail might be in the works. We'll see. I'm gonna take a look at things, but I can tell you the second Safeguard is happening for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh my! Like we saw, guys. We saw if Matt had that early, he would have been flying all over the map with me, and like we wouldn't have to have dealt with all those weird like me have to evade, move out of a location, move back into a location kind of things. It would have just sped up a lot of the turns if like Matt could just have smashed him with a hammer, and then like we got on with our lives.
Yeah, and the icons on it are mind and foot, so I can use it for myself or for you. So it's worst case scenario. Even if I draw 2 of them, it's a decent hit.
That's
so
true.
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
do that. And I'm gonna be taking out toe to toe, because I've had it since the beginning and not used it a single time.
Yeah, it's not. It's not the right investigator for it. I mean, we were talking, guys. About the investigator Daniela. If you guys haven't played with her, but that is made for her.
It's so good. And I think that for somebody who doesn't have like big stats, I think it's actually fine for Lily. The thing about Lily is that Cyclopean Hammer is broken as hell. So you don't need toe to toe. You just dunk on them with a hammer. But yeah, it's going to be just fine. So we'll talk more about our decks going forward, but I think it sounds like Lau knows what he's doing. It sounds like I know one piece of what I'm doing.
I know one piece of what I'm doing, but I definitely want to throw it. Matt and I like to talk in Discord about our decks over the week. So our finalized decks will be up for next Monday. And you can always, again, if you're watching on Twitch, if you do ! Arkham decks in chat, I have a Nightbot command there that shows you the current deck that we're using for the campaign. So if you ever were curious about what we're running in our decks, that's how you get it. If you're watching on YouTube, I update the description with every updated deck for that particular scenario as well. So yeah, so you guys can sort of follow along, and you guys can see the progression of what our decks have been since the beginning as well.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, this was rough. I mean, this was fun. This whole like match game thing, it was really, really cool. We didn't get to see any of the locations in the bottom left corner. Who knows what those could have been cool, but like the fact that we were able to get the -2 frost up there was really, really sweet. That last act one too. They use the hold on. What was it? Spend 2 tablets, and then just remove all your Tekalili weaknesses.
Yeah.
Really, really sweet. But the idea being like, if there were even more chaos bag like ones, I doubt it.
Yeah.
But it's if we found more of those things where like heal a physical trauma, who knows? Like some of those are like maybe the remove 2 tokens is the strongest one there is, but I don't know.
Adding a 0 to the bag is like obviously getting rid of 2 frosts is big, but adding a 0 to the bag is like,
oh yeah, that's right.
Also,
adding the 0. Oh man, that would have been so sweet.
I wish we could have done it, dude. But like the things, I just got too bogged down to help. Normally, I've been helping with Clue Gather, and I just wasn't this mission.
Yeah, well,
like,
you know what? You got some critical ones when you needed to. I mean, it's sort of like you were just bogged down. You had Sixth Sense online.
Yeah. I was smashing enemies. It wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. It was just that I had the extra time to get clues.
That's what it is. You just didn't have time for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, my guess is I'm going to be sitting on 2 XP that, again, I might bank. I think I'm just going to go for an extra on the trail because I really want to see how that works, and then safeguard. Because my dream with on the trail, just so you know, I was thinking about it, right? And think about it in this mission. There's a point in time where you were like, it was when I was like down here, okay? And you were like up here. And if you had evaded an enemy above me, then I could have on the trail to you, like towards it, and then just scooped up 2 clues on the way, and then just got closer.
Oh, that would have been so sweet.
And it's because you can evade that makes on the trail even better. Because it's like if an enemy drops on you, now it kind of counter synergizes with safeguard, but what it does do is I use safeguard to bust my way to you.
Yep.
Then I go in a different direction than you. Then as soon as an enemy pops up, I on the trail back to you, and we reconnect the bus. That's kind of my idea.
I like the fact that you can have that movement too, though. Like safeguard keeps us together on the trail, and scout ahead on my side can get us back together if we're separated.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool. So I do like the fact that like you're getting movement too, because it's rough because I'm getting all of these extra actions, right? So now I have 2 Leos in my deck with charisma, so I could get them both out. That means that I would have like 5 actions plus like if I have 2 Eons charts, if they're both out, right? I'm now getting 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm having like 9 actions a turn max, kind of thing.
Actually, you just reminded me of the card I think you should consider getting. I think you should get XP Lucky Cigarette Case because you've already taken Relic Hunter. You keep your base Lucky Cigarette Case. You get an XP Lucky Cigarette Case. That way you have 2 cigarette cases, 2 of the Aeon's chart. And then that'll give you a ton of card draw as well as free actions and movement. So basically you're getting free card draw, free move, free investigate.
Arkham Librarian says you can't have 2 Leos out there. Unique. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry about that. Yep.
But that's why I'm thinking double. But if you get the XP
cigarette case,
I think that could, because right now, I mean, that would have given you extra cards. I mean, I know you already get some extra cards because you're who you are. You're playing.
Yeah, but like cigarette case, it's been a while since I've been able to play it. I was able to play it like early in the campaign, and it felt really good. I just have been getting it late or been using it to pitch. And
exactly. Using 1 copy of it, so this will make it so you get it.
And what's really great, guys, I'm looking it up right now. It's a 3 XP upgrade. If you succeed at a skill test by 1 or more instead of 2, exhaust it, search the top X cards of your deck, draw it, and shuffle the remaining cards in your deck. X is the amount you succeeded by, so it's like, it's amazing. It's like if I can like pump real big, like in like sometimes like we really need a test done. It's like I'm locked pixing, I'm like field working all this stuff. I'm getting all these stat bonuses. It's like I can like search the top like 4 cards in my deck. That's kind of great.
And you can also do something real weird with it. If we really need to put something back in the Tekali deck because it's like running out, you could use it to search for a Tekali.
That is true. That's right. Like if we're because we have already been down the path where we had like 1 or 2 left in that deck, and it's like I don't know what happens, but I can assume it's really bad.
Yeah, we've seen a couple cards that say if you can't shuffle it technically, do something else, and it is
yeah, and it's much worse.
Like, so those have been on the cards on the table already. So that's just a thought. But I mean, most of the time you're just going to use it to tutor something sweet, like another fingerprint kit, deduction. If you go that route, I mean, that is the other card we.
Oh, I would love a deduction, and like an extra book icon.
So those are all things out there, but anyway. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. We usually this off stream. We're just excited, guys.
Yeah. we are excited. I hope you enjoy our post scenario talk where we talk about our upgrades. But I'm telling you, this is what this game's about, man. It's just like you get the XP, then you're just like, what can I do to juice the deck to make it awesome? You know, you sort of. It's I've done it in a couple different ways now with Arkham DB, and I gotta say, Arkham DB, with the side deck implementation that they've done, has been really sweet, because then you just like start throwing things in the side deck that you're considering, and then you have all your options there now. Because I've done it in a way where like I don't know at all what my plan is. I'm just taking it, you know, scenario by scenario. I was doing that very early when I didn't know the card pool, right? That's the only way I could do it. And then I went really too hardcore where I mapped out the final deck, and I had like upgrade paths, like if I was like assumed, you know, 3 to 6 XP a thing, like, or whatever, and I mapped it out, and then like I couldn't and now in those ones, like you could get like you can guarantee to get like 3/4 of the way through that plan. And then the ones what I do now is like have an idea of where I kind of want to get, but give myself a bunch of options in between, so that like I can just fit the puzzle pieces depending on like what XP we have. And of course, Matt and our friend Slimpy have been really, really cool at like I throw them my deck list, and I'm like, what do you think about this? I'm looking at like these 3 options, and then you know, to like have them be like, hey, have you even considered X or Y or something like that? Like right now, like Matt said, would you consider Lucky Cigarette Case? I would be like, I didn't even consider that. But you're right, like that's great. So this is part of it for me. The excitement of this game is like the in between the game part where you're upgrading your deck and just like wondering in your mind how well it's going to perform or what do you need to do. So we'll see. I'm pumped. I hope everybody else is pumped about deck building as well. I gotta tell you, like, I just love this game because it's a bunch of different kinds of mechanics all at the same time. You know, it's like, I know that it's like considered like a card game, but like there's just like so much stuff that's happening that I'm just like, not like, there's not a lot of games out there that like feel like mix the amount of mechanics and strategy like this does. So
it's great. Yeah, I love it.
All right. I think we're probably going to sign off now. So Matt, you have any other final words about the scenario or about anything in particular before we say goodnight to the folks?
Yeah, I'll let you all know that after this next mission, I'll be sitting at 29 XP, which means I will be again 1 shy of getting a 3rd upgrade. So that's funny. A third discipline.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the good side of that is I guess it means I won't be adding another weakness, but the downside is I won't have my sick punch discipline yet either. So.
Dang, dude, that sucks. That sucks. I guess we were Final Mirage number 2 away from getting that XP.
Yep. Or just turning into tokens in this mission.
Oh God, so close.
You see
or there was like, I think there was like a VP1 slot somewhere that we didn't grab that. That one location that we peaked at that we were like, there's not enough time. That we got that one as well.
I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't.
You were right. You saw that and you were like, there's not enough time. I was like, maybe we could bum rush it, but you know what? Like that other location took forever. We were taking really bad tests over there. So I'm glad we finished. Again, I feel like by like the hair, you know, the skin of our teeth, and we got it done. Feels great. Can't wait to do Final Mirage next week. We're gonna try to hunt down Kensler's story, get her to really understand the miasma and all this kind of stuff. Then she's gonna like really juice our decks with sweet miasma artifacts. I don't know. Who knows? And then we'll go into the last ish scenario. It's tough to say with this because there's parts like A, B, and C in some of these things, and they're different sort of pathways in the scenario. But after Final Mirage, I think it might be the last one. So very, very excited. Thank you again for joining us. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you made it all the way to this part of the episode, I guess you liked it. And comment below if you thought we did anything wrong, or you would have done something else, or if you played this game and you were able to get more of those things. Love to hear all your experiences. Let us know. Yep, Angelo says, good night, guys. Fun stream. Angelo's listening to us while he's playing Elden Ring. Good luck to everybody else playing Elden Ring. Go buy your spells.
Yeah, go find that spellcaster and just make sure you find him. But yeah.
Awesome. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.